Hi, everybody. This is so cool. Happy holidays. Welcome to Mayhem on Mount Marzipan. This is a 5th edition D&D Yuletide adventure for level 6 heroes. In this game, all of our adventurers are playing minor folktale figures. The folktale inspired by their deeds is going to serve as their backstory, and I cannot wait for you all to hear them. But first thing is first, as Stella said, my name is Erin Reyes Carlson. I am half of the duo that makes up Trixie Wizard Comics. My other better half is Adam, and he is in the next room doing a watch party with our buds. Hi, buds. Before we begin, I would really love to go around our digital table here and introduce this incredible cast of players and characters. So I want everyone, if you guys don't mind, to tell us your name, a little bit about your character. Let's do the basics, the race, class, and a little bit about the folktale backstory, because they are honestly just too good not to share. So, dearest Jasmine, would you mind kicking it off?
Yeah, hi, I am Jasmine, and I am going to be playing the Yule Cat, who is a tabaxi drunken master monk. The Yule Cat is based off of an Icelandic folktale that is basically the Yule Cat comes and eats children who don't wear their new clothes on Christmas. But the Yule Cat in this game has sort of created that myth for himself, but now regrets it because now the children in the town are all scared of him and he can't make any friends.
Just spectacular. When you told me that idea, I went through the roof with glee. Next, Avery, would you like to give it a go?
Yes. My name is Avery. My character is named Endymion. It's based off the Greek mythology of an astronomer who fell in love with the moon. And he is now searching for a way to find her again. He's a wizard.
Yeah, thank you.
Human wizard, graviturgy subclass.
Oh, just the choicest. Like, everyone's jaws were on the table during session 0, seeing what you could do.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Steven, would you like to go next?
Sure. I am Alton Legallo, who is based off of the sprightly tailor tale from Celtic mythology, Celtic folk tale. Anyway, I am a halfling paladin who also happens to be a tailor and is exploring the world looking for new fabrics that he can bring to his laird and master.
You're everyone's favorite part of Project Runway when they go to Mood. Like, that's my favorite part about this. Gabe, please tell us about Hoik.
Hi, I'm Gabe Greenspan, and I'm playing Hoik Toper. He is a Firbolg bard, College of Swords bard, based on just good old fairy tale of Jack and the Beanstalk. He was like a young half giant in the clouds when Jack came up, and he heard stories about him, went down the beanstalk when he was old enough, and has been trying to make stories about himself in the world below the clouds ever since. He sings to birds and chops down trees.
Just an endless delight. So, everyone, we all were lucky enough that schedules aligned, which is almost impossible for a digital D&D, but golly, we did it. And we had a session 0 meeting up. A few of us knew each other, a few of us didn't, but as D&D is this amazing social unifier, it took about 5 minutes of chatting logistics and we were all immediately rolling dice and laughing. So good sign. And that session 0 is basically where where Hoik, Alton, and Endymion and the Yule Cat first met each other. And it feels appropriate to me to start with a quick recap of that, because it also sets up our world state a little bit and just what is going on with the 4 of you who really seemingly shouldn't know anything about each other. You're 4 disparate folk heroes from very different parts of the world, and yet you adventure together. So if you are all ready for this, let's dive into tonight's story with a bit of a recap. It happened 1 year ago. The 4 of you shared a curious night in the North Pole, of all places. Not even Santa Claus was certain why the winds of fate chose to whisk you off into the night, but one by one, at the insistence of its whistling, you each found yourselves walking into a blizzard. Sightless and shivering, you walked for minutes, hours. You'll likely never know for certain. What is certain, however, is that the course of your lives was irrevocably changed that night. For when the snow settled, you found yourselves in a peculiar forest of purple swirled pine trees, the scent of peppermint in the air. And shivering in the snow was a small elf boy with green hair and candy-striped cheeks. His sled was overturned, its reindeer was nowhere to be seen, and his ankle was horribly swollen and twisted into a sprain. To make matters worse, an enormous creature of wind and fury was bearing down upon the helpless lad. The four of you had never met, and had no idea why you were drawn to this place. But one thing became abundantly clear in those first breathless moments. You each, in your own way, are indeed heroes. You saw someone in trouble, and without trepidation or hesitation, with neither a hem nor a haw, you sprang into action to defend the small boy. With the magic of might, the fury of fists, the sorcery of song, and the comfort of curatives, the four of you saw the wind monster return to the flurries whence it came and healed the little elf, whose gratitude shone nearly as bright as the crystallized sugar upon his cheeks. The lad introduced himself as Winto-Green, one of Santa Claus's very own elves. Through a fluttering of thanks and affirmations, he explained that he was just on his way back to the workshop before a strange wind blew in from seemingly all sides and deposited the strange wind monster directly in his path and frightened his reindeer away. Hoik, never one to abide the thought of an animal in peril, bounded off and retrieved the frightened deer, who Wint introduced as Blitzen, the third-string reindeer. You all journeyed together across a seemingly endless evergreen forest of caroling trees and snow that fell with the sound of jingling bells, and you came to a wide valley set in the basin of auroral ice cliffs. Nestled in the basin was what looked like a village, surrounding a massive workshop that huffed and puffed rainbow-colored smoke clouds from multiple gilded smokestacks. And each house, the Yule Cat discovered, was edible, made of gingerbread, of which he took 5 bites before you all pulled him away to join you in the workshop. At last, you all met the man himself, Santa Claus, Old St. Nick, Kris Kringle, Father Christmas. He thanked you all for saving Wint's life and explained to you that the wind and blizzard that brought you to the North Pole could only have been the winds of fate. They blow across the world and bring chosen heroes together, those that will do remarkable things should they ever have the chance to meet. Santa did not know to what destiny you four were intended, but he checked his list twice and saw that you were all indeed of the nice persuasion. So that was enough for him to give you your presents a little early. To Alton Lee Gallo, he granted a map to Mount Marzipan, a place said to possess one of the rarest fabrics in the world, spun sugar silk. To Endymion, the moon's herald, he bequeathed a potion of pure liquid moonlight, the effects of which were unclear, though he indicated Endymion would know when the time was right to use it. To Hoik, he presented a bespoke children's story about the day Hoik climbed down from the land of the clouds to join the world of men and beasts. And to the Yule Cat, Santa offered a ride. The Yule Cat's anxiety at becoming a pariah amongst the children of Iceland had worn upon his heart heavily, and Santa suggested that perhaps if the Yule Cat was seen helping him deliver presents that Christmas, it might go a long way to repair the damage to Yule Cat's reputation. When the gifts were all distributed and goodbyes exchanged, you all drifted off to sleep in your newly embroidered slippers, cocoa half drunk on your nightstands, and when you awoke, you were each in your own beds, as though the entire affair may well have been a strange dream. Easy enough to regard it as such as you four returned to your lives of singing with the birds, accidentally frightening children, sowing remarkable truths for your laird, and spreading the word of the moon goddess to the masses. But 1 year later, almost to the day, a strange wind blew across the world, carrying with it an unexpected blizzard. It beckoned you all once again, as it had 1 year hence, to rise from your beds and walk out into the night. Fate, it would seem, is not done with you yet. And when the blizzard clears and the wind slows, you stand at the edge of an evergreen forest, each tree singing carols in harmony, gently fluttering flakes jingling like sleigh bells about your faces and feet. And each of you behold 3 faces you've not seen in a year, and perhaps had never thought to see again in the waking world. My friends, what do you do?
Here we go again.
Wait, that wasn't a dream last year? I remember that you were there and you were there and you were there. Weird.
Is there still gingerbread?
Would you like to make a perception check for gingerbread? Perhaps investigate? What are you better at, Yule Cat?
I'm better at perception. but I botched.
First roll of the night.
All right, listen here, Yulekat. You have become an expert at gingerbread.
no.
You ate enough of it to know. And that tree over there is 1000% made of gingerbread.
I walk over to the tree and take a bite.
Oh, you're
God.
okay. Oh,
Is
no,
the
that's
tree
a-
made of ginger. Can Hoik check if the tree is made of gingerbread as well?
As Yulekat opens his mighty maw to crunch, you can also check and see if this is a gingerbread tree. And this breathless moment frozen in time as he's about to close his jaws. Please make a perception check.
18.
This is wood. This is a wooden tree, and he's about to chip his fangs.
Hoik bounds over and grabs Yulekat around the waist.
No!
Why
Wait,
would you do
little
that?
cat!
It's definitely a pine tree.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, but that's wood.
Endymion, do cats normally eat wood? Is that a normal thing? I don't know.
Not from any place that I have been to. No, I
Okay,
don't.
fair enough.
I've tried. It hurts.
Oh, you've eaten wood before.
I've tried eating wood.
Never mind. Is there someone in trouble? Why are we again?
As almost asking the air, Endymion asks, why are we again?
Yeah.
You would all note that you recall this being the North Pole. You know that it's not Christmas, not yet. This is a Wednesday, actually, 1 week before the day. As you're all reacquainting yourselves and wondering what precisely brought you back to this land of winter, especially with no immediate dangers present, you would all see the hairs on the Yulecat's neck beginning to stand on end. Could I have perception checks from the group, please?
Oh man. Oof. Not me.
You immediately bite a tree.
Yeah, I got a 6. I got a 6.
16.
Oh.
17.
Alton got a 2.
You also bite a tree. All right, the Yulecat.
Definitely not edible. Definitely not.
Hoik's just
Definitely not
keeping people
edible.
away from trees.
Maybe. I thought.
They're all trees, guys. Everything's a tree.
The Yulecat and Hoik, you see a silhouette slowly riding across the plains of snow toward the edge of the evergreen forest where you all wait. Did you both beat a 15?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The figure is slight of frame and wears curly-toed shoes that jangle slightly on the breeze. The mount is a reindeer. Who had the higher roll between the two of you?
I had my 1.
Okay, then this is for Hoik. This creature has green hair. Hoik, it's unmistakable. And you specifically know this reindeer very well. This is in the air across the field. Blitzen! And you see the reindeer begin to take up a trot to a gallop.
Oh, he's coming, guys. Don't worry.
What? All I'm seeing is trees. What are you talking about?
Right.
Don't eat anything for 5 minutes. Hold on.
Okay.
Making sure that it was
All right, if you say
the
so.
first time we came here, it wasn't the same thing.
The figure trots up to you all, and as he gets closer, the rest of you see what Hoik was shouting about. This is Winto Green.
Oh, hello.
Instead of a sled, he sits proudly astride Glitzen, the third string reindeer.
Oh, have you been keeping out of trouble, I hope? No more winds attacking you?
You can see as you look, he's changed a little bit. He's still very young and still speckled with sugar and candy stripes, but it looks like he's trying out something new. There's a little bit of a curled beard and mustache combo going on. He looks a little more stately, a little more official. Wint looks like he's potentially been promoted, but you can see as you address him, the same familiar candy striped tears start leaking out of the corners of his little eyes. It's, oh, star of wonder, star of night, it really is you. You're here just like Santa said you'd be. He leaps down from Glitzen's back. What do you do?
Someone catch him.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Alton
big
runs
jump.
up in his halfling size, 2'10". I got him!
Oh, please make me an athletics check to catch and hold this creature that is bigger than you.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh, right, you're half.
You're the smallest creature in the game.
Where'd they hide this thing? Oh, there it is. Ha! Ha! 7.
Oh no.
You both just face plant and make a friendship combo snow angel shape in the snow.
Holding him up in the air, I'll tap Wintergreen on the back and lighten or decrease his density and make him.
Whoa! It's again.
You enjoyed that the first time, so you can enjoy.
It is my most favorite thing I have ever done in my long life. Thank you.
Anytime.
As you all see Wintergreen bobbing around with the weight and consistency of like a small like balloon animal.
Yeah.
He's really feeling himself.
I'm glad he is having fun with that.
He looks like Everyone make an insight check for me.
All right, I can definitely roll better this time. Nope.
Oh.
Botched.
Botched as well.
Get him out of the way now, gang.
2 botches.
Well,
oh boy.
Hey, a 12.
11.
Oh my god.
I'm in the double digits.
Well, the DC to read his body language was 12, so Alton, as you've been the closest to him at this point, momentarily under his weight, you can see that even though he's bobbing around lighter than air, he really wants to go in for the hug and isn't sure if it's appropriate. He's like half reaching out a hand to shake and like,
Listen, you just landed on me. Come on, bring it in.
Oh, joy of joys. He kind of looks around all of you to like, is it cool? Is it fine? He's a big hugger.
By all means, it's been a while.
Yeah, he just big group hug with Wintergreen.
Like just over the top of everyone.
Okay.
Just
a little much.
I forgot how tall you were.
Yeah, I'm like 3 times your size.
As you're all hugging, you can feel on your back, Hoik, this kind of insistent prodding. I'm going to try and see if I beat your AC again. Oh, my dice.
Oh, good. As I get skewered.
Yeah, you already knew what's coming. You already knew. Yep. Okay, let's roll. Did a 12 beat your AC?
It does not.
Once again, Glitzen presses his antlers into you in affection, but it seems like this could be lethal at some point if you allow it to continue.
Yeah,
but
Glitzen, get in here, bud. Come on.
Desperate to join the hug, and yet made of bone knives, and can't safely do that.
Right.
Yule Cat doesn't know what a hug is, so he just puts his paw like on someone's leg.
Like Lee from Tenacious D, just
yeah.
No, Yule Cat, if I'm going to be stuck in here, you're going to come in here too. So come bring it in.
The rest of yes.
Yule Cat puts a second paw.
The rest of the session is all of you figuring out how to hug each other. I'm throwing out my notes.
That's the real journey here.
The hugs we made along the way.
No.
From the center of the pile, it says, "Blown about again on the wind, I see. Santa thought you might be. Fated heroes, the 4 of you. I'd bet my boots on it." He jangles his little curly boots.
So do you get another pair of boots now? Is that how that works?
What? Why, no, I'm only allowed the one. There are
you
lot
said you
of...
bet your... I was wondering what they bet there on it.
Well, I was hoping you'd prove me right so I don't lose the only pair of boots I have.
Yeah.
Oh, golly, I did not think this through. Oh, ginger snaps.
Glad you bet it right.
You were right. Yeah, you're good.
Oh, well, thank goodness for that. Your arrival, I must say, is fortuitous. Most fortuitous indeed. Something is amiss. Another something is peculiar. If you put those together, I dare say we have a proper mystery in our mittens.
Wow.
Cool.
Care to explain? Exactly?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was lost in my own anxiety.
Of course.
We're only a week till Christmas. I fear we've a moment to lose, nor anyone to spare to investigate. And he sits down in the snow and pulls out a thermos. He kind of pats the snow. Could we all just take a moment to reconnoiter and drink some cocoa, please?
Oh, sure.
Do we have time? You seemed urgent.
Yes, but I am troubled, and cocoa's the only thing that does it for me anymore.
Okay. Well, if we're going to sit in here, how cold is it?
I mean, it's the North Pole. Okay. Like, it's frigid.
Yeah. I'm going to start doing a tiny hut for us to sit down in.
Fantastic. Please flavor this tiny hut for me. What does it look like?
It abruptly pushes the snow out of the way to make the dome. And when the casting time is complete, it is just a pale moonlight.
Of course.
The translucent coating that covers this igloo type dome for us.
Ever on brand. And Endymion makes a moon house for all of you to sit in and drink cocoa, which I adore. So
Alton goes to sit down in the nice soft snow and just lands on dirt.
I apologize. I didn't want it to sit in here and melt and be water. No.
No, it's perfectly fine. Ow. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
You'll be all right.
All right. He passes the thermos to all of you that would like to have some of this fantastic cocoa that you sampled a year before and truly did warm the heart and tummy. So if you'd like some, he begins his tale.
As it comes to Hoik, he's going to prestidigitate the cocoa to make it just even a little bit warmer and toastier.
It's that little bit of extra.
That little extra.
Fresh.
That's perfect.
If you needed an example of Hoik's alignment, that's it.
Lawful toasty.
Lawful toasty.
Wow.
Alton is just searching his pockets, trying to figure out where he put his mug, his travel mug. Just like, nope, that's needles. Ow, needles. Not the place. Hang on. Ah, this one. Here we go. Okay.
So sorry, what were you looking for?
Oh, my travel mug.
Perfect. Yeah. Wonderful. Excellent. Yes. All right. So Wint, as of course he does, shares the cocoa with you, and a dark look washes over his little face. Well, it's to do with Mount Marzipan. He kind of looks at you all to see if the significance washes over you. The land of the rats.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Last year.
Truly,
I thought I
truly
made this up.
a horrible,
a map.
blighted place. You have a what?
I have a map from Mount Marzipan, from the big gentleman with the red coat. The lovely gentleman we met last year. He gave me this.
No one's charted Mount Marzipan. No elf's been there in the early 2000s.
Well, somebody did.
Wint looks genuinely confused at this map. You've noted that this is beautiful embroidery depicting cakes and candies and fairies and flowers lining this almondine mountain with a throne at the top where a prince sits. He's staring at it like, this is not Mount Marzipan. This is not the kingdom of the rats. He passes it back to you. You must be mistaken.
I thought I could have sworn.
I mean, Alton got it from the man himself. He wouldn't.
The boss?
Yeah, that's what you called him last year, the boss, yeah.
But that's the problem, everyone. That's the conundrum. Something is amiss with Santa Claus, and I don't know how to make hide nor hair of it. The real rip in the wrapping paper is that Santa is insisting, as you have, that Mount Marzipan is not the kingdom of the rats. But he can't tell us what is wrong or what it's supposed to be. Just that he keeps saying someone is missing, and then he keeps leaning out the window and listening for the wind.
Well, sometimes the wind makes really good points.
Oh.
Like, sometimes it goes to the north, and sometimes it, like that.
Sure.
Yeah. But I'm just at a loss here, friends. Santa always knows what to do. He always knows where we should go and what's right and what's wrong, and he's certainly the authority on geography, but he is convinced that Mount Marzipan is not what we all know from the children's story, the kingdom of the evil rat king.
Well, perhaps, do you think we'd be able to talk to Santa? Would we be able to go to him and find out? Maybe I can show him the map and it'll jog something?
For Garland and golly sakes, I wish, but he's not even here. It's a week till Christmas. He's traveling all about, collecting the last pieces we need for the book. You don't know, do you?
No, we have no idea.
Well, this pertains to you. This is why I was sent out to meet you. I'm going too fast. I'm sorry, my heart's all aflutter. So, Santa keeps listening for the wind because he's convinced that someone's got to find out what's going on in Mount Marzipan. And just believe you me, no elves really would like to go to that horrible blighted place and get eaten by rats. So he keeps waiting. And then one day, today, he wakes up and says, send Wintergreen. And I'm Wintergreen. So I go to the office and he says, today is the day. And I said, Wednesday. And he said, no. Yes, but also today is the day when the wind blows the heroes into our kingdom who might tell us what is going on and why the rats are where they shouldn't be, even though they are where they should be, and no one understands what he's talking about. But so he was wondering if you all would be so inclined as to investigate Mount Marzipan for who knows what, then maybe in return, since you've done a very heroic, selfless deed, you could be a part of Santa's most precious gift that he is giving the good children this year.
Socks?
Oh.
You know, I knew I understood you from the beginning because there is nothing like a fuzzy pair of socks, especially if it has a fun pattern.
That's what I'm saying.
And the ones with the toesies in them that
So
individually
good.
hug each toe. Yes, you
incredible.
are. I know. Truly the only reason to be alive. But no, this gift is a book of tales of heroes. And Santa thought that if you could help us maybe figure out why he's convinced the story of the mountain is wrong, that would be a heroic deed, and you could be in this. And he takes off his little mittens and rubs his hands together and projects a book. He flips the illusory pages at you, and you can see Hoik, the giant who climbed down from the clouds. And you can see like a ladder where Hoik is climbing down and being greeted by a bunch of children and birds in a forest below. Flips again, Endymion, the herald of the moon. And it's a picture of you, Endymion, climbing a staircase made of hard light towards the moon, with Selene reaching down toward you to pull you up. And then to the Yule Cat, beloved Christmas figure of Iceland, with a bunch of children dancing around you like a maypole, like draping you in ribbons and celebrating that Christmas is here, and you told them that it had arrived. And then
I like that page. That's beautiful.
And then to Alton, we can see sewing a coat for a weeping king, overcome by the colors and finery of the glowing threads. Clearly this is magic you've woven with your needles. These stories are meant for all of you, and we think that the children of the world ought to see them. If you would help us now and be heroes for Santa one more time, it would be an honor for me to pen your tales. I am a bard. I do dabble in storytelling from time to time, and I've been given editing rights to the book. So if you wouldn't terribly mind.
Hoik puts his giant hand down as like everyone stack your hands on top of
Yes!
mine kind of thing.
Ducks fly together.
Ducks fly together.
Alton stands directly underneath Hoik's hand and then reaches up palm first.
It's at the top of Alton's possible reach.
I want nothing more than to tell the stories of Selene. So, why not? And I'll put my hand on top of it.
I can kill rats, but I must warn you, children are scared when I do. And he puts his paw on the pile.
Do you guys have a catchphrase? Do you shout anything, or does everyone shout something different and it's kind of anticlimactic? Let's do it. Wait, no, wait.
Yeah,
Christmas.
Selene.
Oh, sugar.
Anyway.
Gingerbread.
So, Alton, at this point, you feel something behind your ear. Something familiar. Could you make a perception check, please?
Oh, no.
No one likes an individual die roll. It's all on your shoulders.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Is that a
Wow,
natural
roll 20.
1?
It's a 2.
Oh, okay.
So what's the total?
No, it's a
The
2
total
I
is
guess.
Did you natty one?
Natty?
No, I have a -1 to perception.
Oof.
So
That'll do it.
Oh, look at you do remember though you have some blessings though. You've
Oh,
entered
that's
this
true.
game blessed if you'd like to roll that with advantage.
All right, in that case, it would be an 18 apparently, thanks to roll 20.
Narratively, that is a very good time you've used to use the bless.
Yay!
Oh shit.
Perfect timing.
You feel a familiar wind, even inside this hut, and it's localized behind your ear. Like the wind that blew you here is trying to send you a message. It swirls around you and then ruffles this embroidered map that you still hold in your hand. Could you make a wisdom saving throw with advantage?
Oh,
Ooh,
that's not good.
we're already at saves.
Yeah. Wisdom's never
That
good.
would be a 16.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
You made you made
Oh.
Alton, Santa Claus is right. Mount Marzipan is not the kingdom of the rats. And for some reason, it is baffling to you why Wint is so insistent that that is a famous children's story that everyone knows. And what's more, the thought of Santa saying someone is missing jogs something in your brain, like someone who is missing, someone who should be in the story who's not. You don't know what it means, but you know that whatever you find on Mount Marzipan, an important piece to the story is not going to be there. You can do with that what you will.
This is going to sound strange, but I swear I've heard a story involving Mount Marzipan. I've been researching it all year, in fact, because of that map. I was sure I needed to go there, but I couldn't convince the Laird to let me take a crew.
I'm sorry you spent so much time with your wrong map. That must feel a little embarrassing.
Well, the thing is, there's something else to the story, and I cannot remember what it is, but aside from the King of the Rats, there's somebody else very important. Have any of you heard of it? Heard the story of Mount Marzipan? It's the King of the Rats, but he has a battle with someone, and it's almost like a dance-off. I don't know how to put...
Hold on, I gotta change something in my game. Since with Alton specifically bringing that up, if anyone else wants to make a wisdom save, you're not going to do it with advantage, but you can. Give it a whirl.
This is scary. Yeah, I want to go for it. Sure.
Yeah, same. Oh, no, I'm not.
You'll only combust if you fail, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my blessing because I rolled
Hey!
4, so that's 1 out of 2. Don't do that again. That's better. I think my wisdom is +4. Yeah, +4. So it's 17.
Endymion, Alton is definitely right. There is no famous kingdom of rats that children are told about. That's not in any books, and that's certainly not anything anyone would want to remember. That's horrible. Evil rats, like living on a mountain, what do they even do? Why would they be famous? And what's more, same thing as when Alton heard what Santa thought. This is not how the story goes, and beyond that, the story is wrong because someone's not in it.
Interesting. I'm starting to remember something. Wintergreen, could you come
Yes,
here for a second?
I would love to. I enjoy being close with my friends.
Right. This may
Sidles on over.
be a little invasive. I'm going to put my thumb on his forehead and cast identify on him. So
Yeah.
the last part of identify lets me read if the creature is affected by a spell.
Interesting.
Ooh.
That's really fun. I'm assuming like you're just seeing there's not really anything for him to save against anyway, and he wouldn't know. So yes. And beyond that, with your identify, it's not just Wint that's affected by a spell. The world is affected by a spell.
Ooh. Friends, there's some sort of mass delusion, arcane deception. I don't know. I don't think I've ever run across anything of this magnitude, but everyone is under
Boy, oh boy, do I feel important.
Yes, you must be for someone to do such a thing to you. It's not real. I mean, Alton is right.
Are you saying that someone cast a spell on the entire world?
Is that even
Apparently.
possible?
I mean, you could make a wish. Wishing makes anything possible.
Oof.
Wonder.
But who would want to make the world worse?
Nefarious creatures. Bad guys.
Anyone
I assume.
Anyone in particular that you would know that would want to thwart Santa and...
Well, the Burgermeister Meisterburger is no friend, let me tell you.
Okay.
Who?
It's not important. It's from one version of Santa's story. We don't need to go into it.
We got time.
No, we don't.
All right, never mind.
Yeah, for some reason, I seem convinced we have 3 hours. But
I don't know what... I mean, all we can do is go there.
I mean, if you would be so inclined, that would certainly make Santa feel loads better, and me, because it'll mean I did my job, and that I can put you all in the book, because I am just convinced, sure as the sun will rise, that you're going to succeed, so...
Well,
I mean, I'm all for going. I can't imagine rats being scary. I mean, really, nothing is really scary when you put your mind to it, honestly. There aren't any crabs up there, right?
When you mention, like, nothing is scary, especially not rats, you can see the color drain out of Wynn's face. Yes! Nothing at all. Especially not rats. That's why we never go there, because we're so not scared by them that we just don't even give them the time. So, by the way, favor, because we're all such dear friends, and I feel like I probably mostly did what Santa wanted. All right, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm really scared, and I'm supposed to lead you the whole way there, but you have a map anyway, and I mean, if that map is accurate, who's to say? But you seem to trust it. Do I have to go? Could you just find the way by yourselves, and I'll wait right here where it's safe with Blitzen?
Hoik's gonna walk over to Wint and go, Wint, I consider you a friend, and I'm worried about you. If there's magic on the world, and there's magic on you, I'm gonna do whatever I can to make that not the case. And Hoik is going to Hail Mary cast Dispel Magic on Wint.
Oh, yeah.
Fun. Okay.
She wasn't expecting this.
No, I mean, I really wasn't.
Yeah.
So let's just see here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is a very high level spell. What was done here?
Yep.
We're talking big leagues.
That's what I figured.
So, okay.
That's why I qualified it as a Hail Mary.
So we're gonna need a spellcasting ability check from you, bud.
Yep. Let's do that. Here we go. I'm gonna use the bless that I have to see if I can
Dang,
bring it
bless!
out.
Let's do it. I'm so excited.
I rolled exactly the same thing.
Oh.
It's a 16.
Oh, Razmataz, so close.
So close.
Is this like a new friend thing where thumbs go on my head? Because I do feel safe with you here.
Well, that's good. Never mind. All I wanted to do was make you feel safer.
Thanks. I consider you a friend too, and he tries really hard to reach up and put his thumb on your forehead and cannot. Nope. And then he kind of tries to play it off like that wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Test of the wind.
That's all right.
Of course.
So, back to the whole, do I have to go to Mount Marzipan proposition?
We should be fine going there. I just one question: is it a pretty straight shot from here? Can you point us in the right direction?
Yes. Let me see the wrong map, please.
Sure. Here you go.
So he points out to you where the evergreen forest begins, and it looks like if you head pretty much due southwest, you can get to Mount Marzipan. There are a couple things you'll have to pass through. There is a cavern called Gumdrop Cavern, but he seems to imply is no big deal. The caroling Christmas trees, you've been through this area before on your way to the north to the workshop. That wasn't too dangerous. There also seems to be a field of candy canes that he says, like, yeah, sometimes there's bugs, but they won't get you too bad. They're nothing compared to rats.
You and these rats.
All right.
Win, I'm a little worried about you. Are you gonna be all right?
Yeah, as long as I've got Blitzen by my side and a head start, I should be fine in case there's trouble.
Right.
All right.
Oh,
So
okay.
Gumdrop Cavern. Okay, I think I got it. Okay.
All right. Before you go, I did bring something just because I knew you were gonna take the task. And he starts he leaves the tiny hut and runs over to Glitzen and starts rummaging in the pack on Glitzen's saddle. That's something I brought just in case. And he pulls out. Does anyone want to take a look at what he's grabbing? Like peek out?
I'm inquisitive. Yes, I'm
sure.
For sure. All right. He pulls out 4 vials of a thick brown liquid.
What on earth is that?
Should do the trick. If anyone would like to make an Arcana or Medicine or Nature check, all would be applicable here.
I will take the Arcana check.
And I'll do the Nature.
And how?
Not with that roll, I won't.
I got a 24. No,
That
22.
beats
22.
my 10.
Yeah.
That's not going to cut it. This is a bottle of brown.
A 22 for me.
But this is definitely some sort of curative potion, but not one you've ever seen before.
With that roll, do I know if it's magical?
For sure it is.
Okay. I don't know how much time we have, but this should heal us if we're injured. I think I could identify it, but I don't think we have that much time.
What are you all whispering about?
Oh, I guess we could ask you, what are these?
Oh! I just like making y'all roll dice.
I love it.
Yes, indeedy. This is Sweet Shandy's Greater Healing Ganache.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
Yes.
What does it do?
Well, it's chocolate, you goose, but it will make you feel better if you need to top off after you've taken a few lumps.
Please just tell me this is going to taste like brownie in a liquid form. It looks like a brownie in liquid form. Just clarify.
Well, yeah, it's chocolate.
Oh, delicious.
That's excellent. Better than
Well-
all healing potions that we have to drink.
Cats can't have chocolate.
Holy crap.
Oh, that is a good point. Oh, gosh.
Do you have gingerbread?
I did break a few shutters off the houses on my way out of town. If you would like some shutters.
Yes, please.
He pulls some broken window shutters made of gingerbread out of his pack and hands them to you.
But why did he do it though?
He was hungry.
This vandal.
Yule Cat takes it enthusiastically.
And so I guess if anyone else wants Yule Cat's ganache, I'm so sorry, Yule Cat. That was so thoughtless of me. I feel mightily villainous about it.
No, this is lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So yes, for all of your purposes, each of you has the equivalent of a greater healing potion.
Okay.
So 44 plus 4 if you can drink this very thick chocolate liquid.
Action to drink or bonus action to drink?
For me, potions are bonuses.
Awesome. That is not it.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Let me know when y'all are ready to proceed.
I'm good.
Good to
All
go.
right. Wonderful. So with that, the 4 of you say your goodbyes to Wint and Glitzen, turning your gaze toward Alton and the map. The wrong map according to Wint, but at least to Endymion and Alton. No, this is Mount Marzipan. Whatever Wint is talking about is decidedly false. In this moment, I would love to just take a pause and do a little feelings report as you all walk. This is the second time this has happened to you. Everyone's treating this like it's very casual, like this is just what we do now. And now you've maybe been informed that the entire world has been glamored by a wish. Hey, Alton, where are you at right now as a person?
Well, Alton is feeling guilty almost. He spent an entire year trying to find a way to Mount Marzipan without success, couldn't convince his laird of any of this.
And get the funding.
And now he's here and he's getting basically what he considers a free trip to Mount Marzipan to find the materials he was told existed by Santa. And so he's got some guilt in the bottom of his chest.
Where are you at, Hoik?
Hoik's feeling a little confused. He heard the world was magic. He tried to make it better. It didn't work. So now he's just sort of along for the ride.
Sure.
Not really sure what's going on, but happy to be here.
Fantastic. I want to know from Endymion, where are you at right now?
First question, is the moon out right now?
No, it's twilight. The moon, you can't really see it right now. It's a little cloudy.
Okay. Endymion is remembering the first time he was here. that there was no moon. And as there was a lot of confusion, it didn't bother him that much. But now it's considering the journey ahead of him, it is starting to bother him. One of the only things keeping him in a more straightforward state is the fact that someone cast the wish spell and his arcane curiosities are piqued. So
fantastic. The Yule Cat, my dear friend, where are you at as a feline?
Yule Cat's happy to be traveling with others and to be around other people. And
God.
just satisfied that he got his gingerbread. Just
You got it's substantial. Wind broke windows, like full shutters, just ripped them off on the journey. And they immediately grew back. But yeah, this is a lot of gingerbread for your tummy.
yeah, Yule Cat has no sense of when to stop, so he just keeps going.
Oh no.
It'll be a long journey, Yule Cat. Maybe you might want to slow down and save some of that before you throw it up.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And he sort of like reluctantly stuffs it in his pack.
Half a shutter goes in the pack. It's got a little kitty cat bite marks across it. Fantastic. All right. So the four of you begin traveling across the forest of caroling trees and jingling snow. The map instructs you to head southwest through the evergreen forest. Then you have to go through the Gumdrop Cavern, which is a very sticky, goopy sort of place that has threatened to rob more than one of you of your boots.
Oh.
In fact, I need individual athletics checks from everyone for Gumdrop Canyon.
Okay.
Any chance it could be acrobatics? No.
This is actually you trying to pull your boots out of the gumdrops. And I know you're a cat, but Puss in Boots exists, and I need to imagine you in little boots. So,
as I'm, sorry.
No, go ahead.
As I'm starting to, I guess we can see that we're entering this place.
Mm-hmm.
Can I alter my density to give myself advantage on strength?
I just like that it's your go-to move,
It
and I
does
like the idea
so
of people
much.
inflating a little bit and bobbing around. So you absolutely 1000% can do that.
So since it's an athletics check, I'm increasing it. So I'm actually a bit heavier, but I'm stronger. So since
Perfect. I love that. So you actually sink into the
I
goop.
should be able to pull out, so I have advantage.
It's really quiet around the rest of the table. I'm worried you all lost your boots.
13.
Yeah, Alton rolled an 8, so yeah, he's desperately trying to get back the first boot, and his second boot's now stuck.
It's just this comedy of errors where you get one out and the next one sinks in. You're just slowly traveling across, pulling boots out with your hands. All right, well, luckily, there you go.
Realized we were going through mud.
Yep. Hoyt didn't even lose a boot. He's just high-stepping it across Gumdrop Cavern.
10.
Luckily for all of you, these gumdrops are still candy. This isn't like calcified or anything. You can pull your boots out. The DC is 10. It's taking you a second. You can ask for help if they keep getting more stuck.
Little help, maybe?
I can actually pull you. I'll just telekinetically pull him. So he just moves 5 feet from me.
Dragging a boot-shaped line across a river of gumdrops.
I'm just dragging him the whole way.
You know how when you're in a national park and you're not supposed to leave any sign that you were there? No regard. This is just tromped upon gumdrops, ruining.
Oh, no.
Yeah. There's probably no park rangers around. This is the wild north. So you can all see as you exit the Gumdrop Cavern, Mount Marzipan is in the distance. It's just on the other side of a field of candy canes that grow and billow like reed grass, near as high as your shoulders.
Candy canes.
Yeah, like kind of like grassy, like pliable candy canes, just waving you about.
Cool.
Interesting.
All right, now, it was in the candy canes, I believe. I remember correctly. Wint said to watch out for some small bugs. So I guess keep an eye out for little creatures.
Did he specifically say small?
No, he just said bugs.
I may have just added that.
Oh, just keeping the
A hopeful
potentials.
addition.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, forward. I kind of look at Alton being armored and
How high is the candy cane grass?
Okay, so Alton is gone. as you enter. Yule Cat is barely visible. You see ears peeking out. Hoik, it's probably about to like your chest.
All right. Hoik takes out his trusty hand axes on either side of his hips and starts just like weed whacking his way through.
Oh man, how far can you go?
Okay, Hoik. 3 swings in. Could you make a perception check, please?
Oh no. 14.
This is fine.
Okay.
All right, keep going.
If you say so, let's move.
If anyone else would like to perceive if this is totally fine to do, feel free.
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, please do.
Oh my gosh. 11.
This is fine.
Trying to save us.
Alton got a 15 as candy cane grass is falling on his head.
For a second, Alton here.
Oh! Can
Blake, you might want to hold off on that.
What?
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, why?
Can I make an intelligence check to see what that might be like?
Oh no!
I heard something. I don't know what, but I heard something scream.
23.
This grass is all alive. This is a thriving community of living candy cane
Wait,
grass.
I need you to stop immediately.
What did I do?
What
have I done?
Let's not. Hello?
Oh no!
Hello?
Oh god!
Can't you talk to animals and?
Yeah.
What about plants?
Yeah.
Maybe
Hello?
it's time to have a conversation.
Okay.
Own up to what you've done.
Hoik screams into the ether. I'm so sorry. Whoever's out there, I didn't mean to do it. And I'm sure it's okay. Oh my god.
Yeah, okay, Hoik, make a persuasion check, please, to appease the community of candy canes.
Oh,
it's 11 candy canes.
Oh boy. 18.
For a moment. Yeah, we get it. What's a thriving, robust community that took years and years to grow is grass to you. We do understand. We will replant and prosper anew.
Is that an easy thing for you to do?
No, it will take a long time.
Oh boy. I just thought I wasn't thinking.
Swing willy-nilly. You're not the first. You won't be the last. We will mourn our dead.
It's my job to cut things down when they're tall.
Yes, your job to cut down the. You know what? Never mind. We could get passive-aggressive in a minute. We're working on it as a community. So
I am so genuinely sorry.
yeah, thanks. We're sure you learned your lesson.
Are
they
dead or just injured candy canes?
Make a medicine check.
15.
You didn't take them out by the root. They might regrow.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on one of them?
On one blade of candy cane, yeah.
On the closest, most injured looking one.
Yeah, there's one that you cut pretty low. It's
Great.
weeping quietly to itself.
Go over and put his hands on him and go, sometimes we get hurt. But I'm a bard, but we stand back up again. Okay, here we go.
The grass is bent in 5 places at your clomping footfalls, and then it was severed at neck. I don't know, it's grass, but yeah, the candy cane starts to harmonize.
Oh.
As it heals for 10 HP.
It's fine.
Okay.
Hey, little question. Do you have about 10,000 more of those healing songs you could sing to us?
Not right at this moment, but if I will come back, and you have my word.
We're saying this with a lot of understanding, because that's something we're also trying to work out as patients. We would like you to go, but we do understand that you didn't mean it. But it might be better if you all left.
this might be a bad time to ask, but are there bugs that we should be worried about?
Please leave.
All right, bye.
Yes, let's leave.
You all
Alton just starts walking very, very carefully now.
tiptoe to the tulips. Leaving behind this ravaged community of candy cane grass that is, of course, alive because magic. And you all step a little lighter across the field towards Mount Marzipan, which does look truly nightmarish ahead of you. It's almost like one of those Fairly Odd Parents, and all of a sudden it's night kind of feelings. And as you all exit the field, let's roll for this.
Oh.
A 3 and a 4. Cool. So that goes to Endymion and Hoik.
Oh.
As you exit the field, you notice these purple, sort of fuzzy caterpillar-looking bugs on you.
On us.
Yes. If anyone would like to make a nature check, you are certainly welcome.
Yep. I will do that.
Nat 20.
There it is. Yes. All right. Just with the nat 20, I'll just let you,
Sure.
I'm sure you'll relay to your party. These are lucker pillars. Anyone fortunate enough to attach to one gains the benefits of 1 luck point as per the lucky feature.
Hell.
Hey! Oh, guys, look at this! Look at this little guy.
What is? Oh, I have one. My
Keep him
phone
on you. He's the good luck charm. Very, very handy and very nice. Here, Hoik is gonna actually pass his over to Alton.
Try to like detach it. And
Just being like, I've been not great with plants and animals so far, and I don't want to hurt him. So you take this guy.
Oh, sure. I'll take him.
the little
Hey,
fuzzy
guy.
spines kind of like hook gently into your skin, and now you are blessed with bug luck.
Okay, that's fantastic.
I feel the scars of Hoik. This was following for so long. Man,
Hard turn on my character all of a sudden.
we've gone through a full alignment shift.
The dark mode.
Toasty no more.
Oh no! All right, let's just see what happened here anyway. It's high time for a music change.
Uh-oh.
In the shadow of Mount Marzipan. This is nothing like the images on the map that led you here. This is a dark, frigid barb of a place, twisting up like a hag's cracked fingernail. The ice here doesn't glisten like the snow atop the gingerbread houses in Santa's Christmas village. It's a dull, slick sort of snow, more like the slush of late February, more dirt than water. As you begin your ascent, could I please get perception checks from the group?
Ooh. Not me, guys.
22.
I got you.
6.
Yeah, 23.
Oik and Yulecat. Well, I'll say first, all of you notice that almost everything on this mountain appears to be edible. The rocks are shortbread sandwich cookies. The rivers run blue with raspberry syrup. The trees are braided black licorice. However, only Hoik and the Yule Cat seem to realize why, even though this should be lovely, this place feels less than appealing. Everything is old, moldering, and half chewed. This mountain looks devoured. None of these trees have been tended, and those that look like they ought to be growing from the almandine earth look as though they've been dried out and are on the verge of toppling over. This is a dead place. Whether or not Santa and Endymion and Alton are right about the Rat King, you can all feel in your bones that something is indeed incredibly wrong here.
Hey, folks, this all looks edible. Is this like the village? It seems creepier, but
Can
Seems to be
everyone
so.
stop trying to just eat things? Because
It was one time. I was just making sure that it wasn't the same.
I think this is a bad place. Yule?
Yeah, I wouldn't eat this. And I eat everything.
I was going to say that is saying something. I'll
We're
take
also-
your word for it.
So here's my question for the group now. It's unclear exactly how Santa wanted you four to proceed. All you really know is that Wint told you that the winds of fate brought you here, and Santa thinks it's to investigate Mount Marzipan, and specifically the Rat King. Something is wrong about this entire affair, and the story doesn't match what should be, though none of you seem to know what that is. Alton, take another look at that map for me.
All right.
If you can make maybe an investigation check, because we're hyper-focusing on this thing.
I'm going to use my... Well, it's probably too late now. I was going to use my blessing.
I mean, you haven't told me any... I didn't look at a result yet, so if you want to.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to use my blessing, because that gives me a 15 rather than a 9.
Mm-hmm. tight. Okay. At the top of the mountain, in the embroidered version of what Wint called the wrong Mount Marzipan, you can see there is a castle. And beside the castle, you see a golden figure upon a throne. And the only place that you see rats on this map are far below the mountain, with like garnet eyes glinting against the black thread.
Huh. All right. Now, hold on just a moment. Everybody, take a look at the map real quick. The rats, by all accounts, should be down here, according to the map.
Under the mountain.
But the wish spell or whatever happened is claiming that they own the mountain. Do we think that whoever is missing might be where the rats used to be? Or is there anyone have a better thought?
Well, if the wish spell is making it sound like the rats are, or seem like the rats are, they own the mountain, then maybe they actually do at the moment. Maybe
we don't know how deeply they've rewrapped the fabric of reality.
Right. Might not just be what people seem. It might be true now, even though it should not be.
All right, that's fair. So, shall we continue on our way up to the castle then? I guess just no one eats anything, right?
That's what Hulk said, so I'll take his word for it.
I'll tell you when everyone can eat again.
It was one time. I'm not going to try and eat again.
All right, you don't have whatever. That's fine.
So that's the decision.
I don't mean to belabor the point.
A few people did try to bite trees. It's been a big day of discovery for all of you. So that's my question then. Do you all want to try to go up or try and find a way under the mountain?
Oh.
Well, under on the drawing is full of rats, right?
Yes.
So, if there's a world in which we avoid them, that might be good.
I can move up ahead and scout and see what's going on.
If you're comfortable with that, would you like to be faster when you do it?
Yeah, I'm pretty fast. I can do
He
it.
says with a belly full of gingerbread, like this distended, full cookie belly.
Just
I'm pretty fast.
It's really cool when he does this, though. You feel great.
Just in case, and I'll start concentrating on her density, and I'll make her lighter. So she has 10. He has 10 more feet of movement, and he can jump double the distance.
All right. So what's the play here? The Yule Cat? You're gonna try and like just scout like a little bit up this trail through the licorice forest?
Yeah.
What's what?
Sorry?
You just kind of see what's what, get the lay of the land for the gang?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm going to attempt to move with stealth.
All right. We're gonna do our little kitty cat tippy toes. All right. So you've got 10 more feet of movement, but if you're stealthing, you're going half movement. So
Oh, right.
not that we're on a map yet, but just to let you know, like I'm just going to describe it to you a little bit, like you're being careful and not seeing too far ahead at once. So the Yule Cat kind of like gives you all the kitty cat thumbs up with his little toe beans and starts tapping on his kitty cat boots. Up, up, up. So he's out of sight. The Yule Cat, I would like for you to tell me how you want to investigate here. Like, What are you just trying to like perceive the world around you? Are you looking for something specific? What's going on?
I'm trying to perceive around me and see if like anything kind of makes my fur stand on end. But also, because we can't see the castle from where we are.
No,
yet,
you
right?
are at the bottom of this gigantic cone-shaped almond mountain.
Okay, I'm gonna try and see if like how much farther we have to go, if there's any changes in the wildlife, like is there more life as we move
Perfect.
forward?
All right, so that's fine. I'll give you a perception check to see if there's anything weird around you. And also I would say maybe a survival check as far as terrain changes are going.
Okay, I'm gonna use my roll, my blessing.
Yes.
Because it is not good. Okay, that's better. Okay, 21 for perception.
Perfect. All right.
And for survival, that is going to be a 17.
Wow, you're nailing this. Ooh. So as far as the perception check goes, you don't get the sense that there are any rats around you or really anything living at all. This is a wilderness, and even in a forest of singing trees, there were still birds, there were squirrels, but here it's nothing, which on the one hand is good, because if this place is indeed overrun by rats, it doesn't matter if you're the best cat in the world at chasing rats. If you're overwhelmed, you're overwhelmed. So for now, it seems safe. With that survival check, what you notice is that as you climb over the next ridge, you can hear the sound of rushing water. As you get closer, it's not water. It's that blue syrup you saw before, a blue raspberry river. And there is a narrow bridge. It looks slicked with more of that dirty ice. And across the way, there is something. You're not quite sure what it is. It's getting a little dark out. And it's covered in snow. And before we resolve this, I think maybe this is a good point for all of us to take a $5. Just grab a drink, go to the restroom, say hi to your friends, whatever y'all want to do. And we will come back in about 5-ish. Does that sound good, gang?
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds
we'll
good.
see what the Yule Cat found and if he wants to bring his friends into the mix in 5 minutes.
Well,
We are back, and we had just seen that the Yule Cat had made it to a narrow crossing of some kind over a blue raspberry syrup river. And across the way is an odd shape buried in the snow. I'll move you to the screen so you can see it, the Yule Cat.
Okay, so the strange shape is that sort of goldish thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's covered in snow, but you can see it's definitely got some angles to it.
Okay. I'm going to move up 20 feet very slowly to sort of
Across
see if I
this
can
very icy, treacherous footpath that is definitely totally safe. Yes.
Oh wait, I don't want to go across. I don't want to go across the bridge. I want to go to right before I would
for it.
step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. You've done this. Now what?
Do I see anything better? Is there anything?
I mean, the snow has not moved. So you can definitely tell that it's box-like, but unless you can get this thing out of the snow, you're not really going to be able to tell what it is.
Can I make a perception check about the safety of this bridge?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 24.
Oh boy, this is going to be a toughie, and it's a long way down. And you would say that if you fall, there's probably not a way for you to get back up.
Okay.
And it's slick.
No pressure.
Yule Cat will go back to his party.
Scampers on. Still stealthily, or just I've done my job.
Stealthily, but also a little happy.
Yeah. The little booty shakes, he's feeling himself as he trots on back to the party.
Yeah, there's a bridge up ahead and it doesn't look good, and definitely one of us will fall in at least.
Oh, okay. Well, it's making a lot of assumptions.
Well, I probably would. It's a small bridge.
Yeah,
I'd
with
probably fall.
a long way down and no way back up.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right.
You would know, Yulkat, that if you're trying to go forward, that's the way.
But if we were to go forward, that is the way.
I have one job on this ship.
As opposed to going under? Or is that whatever we do?
We could still try and go a different way. Right?
Right.
something?
There is the Undermountain Pass. We could see if that exists. That might be where we need to go in reality, but
Oh,
Hmm.
no way of knowing.
Well, if the only way forward is a tiny bridge that will probably fall off of, maybe we try a different way.
I can also move ahead in the underpass and see what's up.
I mean, under the bridge?
No, that's just a river of raspberry goo.
Oh, right. I forgot. Actually, death. Of course.
I will say too, the Yulkat, like it looked treacherous, but mostly what I was implying anyway is treacherous alone, just in case, say it's a single digit die roll. But
Well,
Uh,
there aren't like pistons coming down that we have to watch out for or anything on this bridge, right?
I didn't see any. I mean, I guess we can work together. I've never done anything like that before, so I don't know how that would work. But
Right.
Oh, it's so much fun. Working together is always better than working alone, let me tell you.
You two are the antithesis of each other.
And the best of friends.
Right, that's two.
sure.
Well, then, I guess we could take the bridge unless... We should make a decision. Who wants to go across the bridge?
I mean, Santa thinks it's up here, so I will trust his word. I'll go across the bridge.
And I'll trust Alton's.
Very well. The bridge it is.
all right, then I will let you all get back up to the bridge. Let's take you off the sneak layer.
The sneak layer.
Here we go.
All righty. So
Oof, in front.
you all see exactly what the Yulkat described. There is a river of raspberry goo, a narrow bridge. It looks like you can fit on it. It doesn't look like a more than two at a time sort of bridge.
Mhm.
And it does look slippery, but there are worse things in the world than ice. I'd say the lay of the land is, it seems solvable as a problem, but risky. And there is something ahead. For those of you without dark vision, it's a little harder to see other than a mound of snow.
Oof. I'm just going to go ahead and cast dark vision on myself now. Because it lasts 8 hours.
Don't
And
worry
Dimian,
about
there's
it.
a box in the snow.
Well, it lasts 8 hours, but if we go anywhere else and it's dark, then
Totally.
If we
Don't
Good
get
idea.
worry, I'm the light in the darkness. And Hoik holds up his axe and casts light on the axe.
Yes, just as soon as Endymion casts his dark vision on himself, his pupils are dilated and just
Oh, God have mercy.
Sorry!
Right.
I tried to warn you.
Yes, next time I will listen. For sure.
What are you talking about? Oh, okay. All right.
I just figured, it is real dark in here.
That's fair.
I'm kidding.
All right. So Alton, I've got a plan. Everyone, follow me. And Alton heads for the bridge and is going to throw himself at the ground and crawl his way across the bridge.
on your belly. All right. Fantastic. All right. I'm not going to give you disadvantage because you've more evenly distributed your weight here. That's a smart move. So, are you inching your way slowly? You trying to just slide across like a dang penguin? What are we doing here, Alton?
Alton is taking his time. He knows that slow and steady wins the race here. So,
All right, you're pulling yourself along. I would say either athletics or acrobatics apply here. It depends on how you're shimmying on your tum.
yeah, I'm definitely relying more on my arms. So I'd say athletics.
Pull in. Okay, let's do it. Make an athletics check.
Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was looking at the wrong roll. Okay, yes, 14. 14.
All right. You seem to be sliding pretty safely across. It's slow going, but everyone I'd say is a little emboldened by Alton taking charge and doing this in an intelligent way, not like a balance beam. And it looks like, yeah, he's going to make his way safely across with that athletics check.
All right, here we go.
Who's brave?
Got him. Oh well, I will release the density altering magic on Yulecat, and I will cast it on myself, increasing my density again and making that athletics check.
All right, let's do it. Are you going on your belly or are you walking?
On my belly, just like Alton, just like Alton did. Oh, 17.
Perfect. Yeah, same deal. You wait till he's most of the way across and like, I can do this. I know about sliding. And then you follow suit on your belly. And with a 17, yeah, it's a no-brainer for you. You try not to look down. Start thinking about the moon a little bit as you slide across. It emboldens you.
Pleasant thoughts.
Yes, pleasant thoughts.
Excellent.
All right.
Can I use acrobatics?
You can, because you are fleet of foot.
And can I I don't know, this is just made up stuff. Can I just
That's
use
what this whole game is, Jasmine.
even more made up? Can I use my claws to try to get a better grip as I'm moving?
That's so smart, like little picks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a claw attack?
I do. I have so the claw attack is it's just natural weapon. So
well, for me, as is always the case with solid surfaces that are able to be punctured, the AC is going to be 10 on this. So beat that and you can get a good handhold.
Okay. Okay, thank God.
If you nat 20, that would not have been good either. There's a safety threshold here.
Oh, no.
Well, I have dirty 20.
Oh, God. Okay, so you find purchase with gusto. And you can kind of, with your, you're just wiggling, trying to find the grooves. You're luging across this thing on your thumb. And since you didn't nat 20, you're not going to break the bridge with the perfect stab into the ice. But it does seem like you did this a little bit tougher than you needed to. And for a minute, everyone kind of has that sharp, but it seems to be holding. And you try to pull your little claws out and you use that to anchor yourself as you shimmy your way across the bridge. Okay. Dear precious Hoik,
how far would you say this bridge is? How long would you say?
Break out the hand and a ruler tool.
Oh.
Why, it's 60 feet, my good friend.
That's more than I can jump. Okay.
Actually, it might not be if you.
I think even with gravity, that's gonna be
double.
Too much.
Double. If we double.
Yeah, that only gets me to 36. I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Which is good. That's a good jump.
That's halfway.
Yeah, let's just do big leaps. Hoik's gonna.
This is like Lord of the Rings. The bell rock's behind you.
Yeah, right.
Oh no.
Hoik will drop down onto his 7 feet 9 inches of belly down onto the vial, take out the axes, and seeing what the cat did with the claws, try and pull and slide his way along.
We're making an attack roll. Don't nat 20.
I will try not to.
Something between a 10 and a 19 would be great.
That is exactly what I will give you, a 14.
Whoo-wee! All right. You take care with these axes not to use the same grooves that the Yule Cat just used, because we've all played Don't Break the Ice, so don't do that. And you use your axes to pull yourself along. Yep. Without a successful attack roll, you're strong enough. I'm not going to athletics check you here. You can do this.
Cool.
And you have time because everyone is safely across the way. And with that, you have solved my ice bridge puzzle. Well done, everyone.
I sure hope there's a different way down the mountain.
Me too.
Probably.
We led at a pace, I'm gonna drown.
Perhaps if you rewrite the course of reality or something.
Oh, well, that might be something.
Someone
As
said.
as possible.
Someone said.
Did you hear something on the wind?
I'm telling you, listen to the wind. It says important things.
You all are crazy.
All right, gang.
All right.
Can I make a perception check on now that we're closer to this mound of snow?
If you're actually investigating this thing, this is an investigation check at
Okay.
this point.
Then I will do that.
Can I help her?
Nat 20.
Never mind. she
Nope,
doesn't-
save it.
Whoa! Unnecessary.
Yep.
You can see, like, the snow is kind of blowing away a little bit, and like with a little bit of digging, you can see this is indeed a gigantic box that you could easily fit inside of it. In fact, even Hoyt could. But it's not just a box. This is beautifully adorned and painted, and it's on hinges. You look at this is a music box, life-sized. And what's more, it's broken on one hinge. It's kind of sitting haphazard. And it looks like the winding mechanism for it, which should be in the back, is missing.
Do I see any traps or anything that would go off if I opened it other than the music?
I mean, with that investigation check, I'm going to say absolutely not. Like, this is just a broken, gigantic music box. You don't really know about anything of the arcane persuasion, but
Is there like a specific place anywhere where it's like cracked or torn or broken, like a specific sort of impediment to it?
I mean, it looks like it was like, first of all, it looks very old. It looks very weather beaten. So this might have just happened through natural erosion, but it looks like one hinge is rusted off and the whole thing's been kind of slammed or like bludgeoned a lot.
All right.
Could I? Oh, go ahead.
No, Hoik is gonna look over and just take a look at that hinge while Endymion does whatever he's gonna do.
I just wanted to look at, could I tell what made the bludgeoning? Does it look like it fell down the mountain or something was trying to break into it?
That's fun. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
That should be 23.
Dang.
So not only was this thing thrown down the mountain, it looks like it was pummeled a lot afterward.
Could I tell by what, maybe?
Weapons damage.
Okay. Somebody bludgeoned this thing and then tossed it down the mountain. I wouldn't know why.
This is a music box. Normally, perhaps there's some sort of enchantment on it that would make beautiful music normally, and they broke it such that it can't cast whatever spell it could normally cast.
Someone's trying to take the music out of the world. I won't stand for it. And Hoik will, while this conversation has been happening, and he's been cast Mending right on the specific hinge that he saw that has weathered away.
It's a mundane hinge, and it's easy enough for you to do. That's what the spell is for. The hinge.
Alton's holding up the pieces to help him out.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, the hinge repairs itself, and the box sits neatly closed.
Should we try and play it?
Mine as well. We've come this far.
All right.
I will say with the Yule Cat's Nat 20, you notice that the winding mechanism is gone.
Oh.
Never mind. Hoik reaches up to the air where the thing should be.
Let's play it.
Oh, shoot.
Oopsie doopsie.
We can get inside of it though, right? It's big enough to.
You could open it. It's not latched.
You wanna go ahead and
trying? Yeah. Let there be music.
Yeah, so it is heavy. I'll say if someone wants to help, this is a two-person job. If someone wants to give him advantage on this athletic check to lift this massive door open on this box, you're welcome.
Alton will certainly step up and try, although he can't really reach the same height.
You can use your weapon to kind of like
push it up.
like a chimbley sweep.
yeah.
Maybe my war pick can help you out here. Here we go.
With advantage, yeah?
Yes, with advantage, please.
27.
Two things are going to happen here.
Oh.
First of all, the door will open.
Yay!
And I'll tell you what you see in a minute, but the first thing you notice, Hoik, as you're lifting the door, I need a perception check from just you.
Oh, that's real low. I'm gonna use my other blessing and pop that baby up.
There you go.
Nat 20.
Aye!
Duality.
Hey.
This is a familiar feeling, and you know it instantly. It's at your ear. It's the wind that brought you here. And now it's trying to talk to you. It gestures at your ear and then rushes inside of the box as you lift it open, revealing a figure in a dancer's outfit. I'm going to remove this box thing because it's not important right now. This figure is frozen in place in a ballerina's pose. Her eyes are closed, but she looks deeply troubled. In fact, Hoik, she looks heartbroken.
Oh, no.
The wind swirls around her and tries to spin her on her axis, almost like she's bound to the box, like a child's music box. Like, what do you do?
Hoik will sort of call down to his friend. There's a maiden in here. She seems sad. I don't know how
sad.
to. Yeah.
Alton takes a look after he gets himself off the ground because he fell over using his warp.
Just this whole saga is Alton falling.
And do we all see this?
You do, yeah.
Okay.
Like once the lid is flung open, you can see this sort of fairy-looking ballerina creature stuck in a ballet pose, looking on the verge of weeping.
Does it look like a creature? Like was living, or it is just a...
Make a medicine check.
Ooh.
If someone would like to help,
Yeah,
I'll let you be a helperton.
That's a... Okay. I'll
Unless you
roll
don't
just
need
in
it.
case. I'll roll just in case. Yeah, first one's better. It was a 24.
Yeah. Oh.
This creature is frozen in place
Oh.
and is very much alive.
Friends, it's alive. It's in a sort of stasis, a frozen stasis.
Oh
Do you
dear.
think this is part of the wish? Who would want to freeze this woman?
That's a
No
good
idea.
question. Is there anything else up on this plateau, or is it pretty much just the box?
It's pretty much just the box. You can see there's a path further up the mountain that leads towards what you assume is the castle.
Okay.
The wind is still swirling around this ballerina, and then for a moment, rushes through the pipes of Hoik's flute.
Do you think she just needs some music?
I honestly don't know how that would work, but I wouldn't stop you if you tried.
Well, if she dances when there's music,
By all means.
worth a shot.
Yeah.
Hoik will take out his flute and start playing a little lilty tune on it.
Could you give me a performance check with advantage?
Yeah. Nat 20.
Oh, when the numbers and the plot align.
And then it was a nat 20.
Hoik, you begin to play. It's a familiar song at first. One that you probably learned in the Land of the Clouds, one you've played for the birds before. But as you continue to play, the girl begins to turn. And then the music box begins to chime. It's a song you've never heard before, you think, but you know it. As the song swells, her eyes open in surprise. She continues to spin, but now of her own accord. In a glorious flourish, she leaps from the box into the snow. She pirouettes and jumps around Hoik. It looks like she wants you to dance with her.
Yeah, duh. Hoik starts, he is not a good dancer.
Okay.
What he has in musical ability, he lacks in like rhythm and
Yes.
dance. So
It's just this joyful. And she's just like doing like 20 years ballerina. Like, it's like breathing to her around you. For a moment, all of you can see that Hoik and this fairy ballerina are locked in a musical reverie. He plays a song with a flourish, and the chimes follow suit. The fairy bows low in a deep curtsy to Hoik, and you can all see her begin to change before your eyes. A beaded bodice and a tutu are replaced by greaves and pauldrons. On her belt are a pair of twin violet pistols. She looks to Hoik and addresses him. Thank you. I have not heard that song played in a long time. I'm surprised you knew it.
Same.
No one here seems to remember what this land once was. Who are you?
My name is Hoiktoper. These are my associates, Alton and Endymion and the Yule Cat, and we're here on a mission from Santa.
I recognize it. The mountain does not look like it should. Perhaps taking a look at this map would help. Does this bring back anything?
She reaches out her hand. This mountain is not what it ought to be. It fell to ruin when my prince was murdered by the Rat King.
So
I am called the Sugar Plum Fairy. I was once a loyal vassal to a great prince that ruled here.
So our assumptions were correct.
There is a Rat King?
There is indeed a Rat King. A tyrant.
Shoot.
He's made this place a shadow of what it once was. But no one seems to remember the glorious days when my prince ruled here. He is damned to the abyss of forgotten memories.
But he is alive still.
No. Murdered by the Rat King.
I missed that.
How long ago was this?
Generations. I've lost track. I've been frozen for a while by the Rat King's stooges. Put in a box to mock me. Beaten and broken. They took the chimes away so I could not dance to my song. You played it though. Hoik.
I tried to fix your box too, but the spinny part's gone.
I've no need of it now. You freed me.
Oh, great.
Tell me now. You said Santa Claus himself sent you here. Why?
Hoik looks to Alton and Endymion and being like,
I don't know the plot.
Hoik was watching a butterfly most of the time.
Santa was very concerned that something had befallen the world, and we remember this mountain incorrectly. That everyone down there is convinced that the Rat King has always controlled this mountain, and rats dominated this mountain forever. But Santa was convinced that otherwise, and I seemed to recall as well.
Santa is one of the immortals. He is a powerful creature. He would remember if anyone would. But you know too the secret that there was another ruler here. You must be very powerful too, Alton.
Well, I do lift, so I'm not.
She looks genuinely uncertain what that means. Indeed. So you are here, why? To find out about the prince? Well, I told you he is dead. Why are you here now? He died so long ago, before any of you were born.
Well,
Perhaps.
I guess we're here to change that fact.
Change it? How?
Well, I'm not necessarily the passing of the prince, but to make this what it was before. Remove the rats. We didn't talk to Santa directly.
We have several things in common. One, I have not seen Santa in many a year. And two, I would also like to rid this mountain of the rats. if you would join me in this quest. I know a way, but I've not been able to do it without help. I tend to get thrown in music boxes when I get uppity.
How many times has that happened, actually?
I would rather not discuss it, actually. That's a little personal. How many times have you been kidnapped by an evil tyrant?
Of course. My apologies.
If your track record's not all that great.
Haven't really been able to process it personally, you know.
All right.
It's kind of a fresh wound. Sorry, that was loud.
We'll try
okay,
to...
You've been in a box for a while. You can let rip.
It is very kind. I would prefer to unleash my rage upon the Rat King. Not that I don't trust you. You did free me from my prison. But, you know, time's of the essence. I might not get another crack at it.
Of course.
She kind of like takes out her pistols and twirls them. So, going directly up the mountain is a death wish. There are too many rats. You've not seen them yet because they are clustered around the battlements. Little vermin eating all of our candy, covering everything, and jeez. Vile, disgusting lacto. Anyway, there is a secret way, another way. If you would follow me, I can take you there.
Can I insight check her?
Absolutely.
It's just a little off.
What was it? The guns?
It might have been the guns.
I am going to use my advantage just to see if I can get higher. That's
Don't forget, you have a lucker pillar too.
Yeah. Not great. That's 14.
So what you're getting from her is she's got the blinders on here. She would like to kill the Rat King. And if y'all will actually help her, this is like the best chance she's had since everything went very wrong. Weirdly, a long time ago, and yet Santa only kind of just started having a problem with this. It's very bizarre.
Well, she seems single-minded, but on the up and up, so...
I am standing right here, so...
Right.
Yes, she does.
My apologies once more. I am not used to having company on my travels, so...
Nor am I.
You
I get
all
it.
need to have way more friends. Life is better when you go through it with people.
I will.
Yeah.
There's only one person I need, but I will take your word for it.
All right, one's better than none.
Okay.
I used to have a lot of friends.
Did they all?
Yes.
Okay.
Huh.
Sorry.
Well, at least we can honor them, right?
Indeed. I have no personal interest in what is remaining of this mountain. It is a dead place. But the Rat King must pay for what he did to the prince. What happens after, no one has any control. But in the here and now, we can right a wrong and see justice done. And it might feel kind of good. You all haven't been in a music box, but the time does drone on.
I imagine.
Especially if you cannot dance.
Makes sense. Do you... This is going to sound crazy, but do you remember the name of the prince? Because that's been bugging me. There's a piece of that story missing in my brain.
The prince, his name, we just called him the prince. Sometimes he manifested as a nutcracker when he felt like being a toy. We're a whimsical folk, or we were. I'm sure you've encountered citizens like those that used to live here on your travels, living reed flutes, grass that sings, flowers that waltz.
Speaking of, is there another way around that isn't the candy cane forest because they don't like us?
There's some bad blood there.
It was an honest mistake.
Big goof up on my part.
Tell me something honestly. Would it be better if I did not know for the sake of our mission?
Probably.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I'll give you that one because you woke me up. Maybe just I'll forget you said something about the gentle candy canes who've sung to me many a morning.
Hoik just goes glassy-eyed. 1,000-mile stare.
There is a secret way into the throne room itself. I used it to escape when the rats overran us. Lot good it did me. I did get caught eventually, but with the four of you, we do have a chance to surprise the Rat King.
All right. I'm all for surprises.
Yes, if you have a way to get there quickly, then that makes our job easier. So, sure.
Please do follow me then. We shall have to hug the mountain, keep the ridge above us. There are always eyes watching. They have archers and mages.
Keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right, gang. So,
Alton gets confused for a second and goes over and hugs the nearest mountain. Just
Wow.
yep.
oh, sorry, there was more there.
Yeah, definitely.
Your paladin is a very affectionate sort.
Right?
Indeed. All right, well, fleet of foot and all that, and she flaps her bioluminescent wings that were kind of
right.
folded behind her, and she levitates off the ground and starts heading up the mountain, but it looks like she's trying to hug the cliff while staying in the shadow of the black licorice forest.
So I guess we will do the same.
Could I get stealth checks from the group?
I'll say right now, Hoik not built for stealth.
Yeah.
26.
Yule Cat built for stealth.
Natural 20, 25.
That's whoa! All right, you're nailing it. Sugar Plum Fairy did pretty well.
16.
I'm just checking something. I either have a 13 or an 11, depending on
That
whether or
will
not
matter.
chainmail gives
So
me disadvantage.
It definitely does. I think it does.
I was thinking.
luckily for Alton, this is a group stealth check, and you didn't roll low enough to counteract the natural 20 from Endymion. So this is a pretty quiet trip. Like, you're all very careful. You heeded her advice. It's clear that this fairy has seen war, and she knows how to get behind enemy lines, especially when they're rat enemies. So, hugging the cliff, you pass across fields of wilted flowers that look like they died mid-waltz. You see a bog of reed flutes frozen in the ice. You know where to step. You follow the Yule Cat's lead on this, very light of foot. You don't break through the ice. And then ahead of you is something strange. Could I get a perception check from the group, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good for me.
Oh, no.
13?
7.
19.
There you go.
12. Yeah. Thank you, Endymion.
Endymion's a hero. All of you do see that the Sugar Plum Fairy is kind of stony faced, leading you towards a hill. Endymion, what you notice is that this cannot be a natural hill. It's perfectly rounded. There are no other rises in elevation around it. It's like in the forest clearing on this mountain, this weird just snow hill.
We're not on top of it. This is something I see.
No, you're walking towards it. It looks
Walking
like
towards it.
she's heading straight for it.
I kind of cocked my head to the side. Hoik, I know you're one to explore the open lands. That hill should not be there. That in front of us should not exist. Whatever that is unnatural.
Yeah, it does look a little too round. Now that you mention it,
Sugar Plum Fairy has not slowed her approach.
Sugar Plum Fairy, maybe
Yes.
a second. Is there anything that likes to lurk in these hillsides or these plains that it should be? Because that hill should not be there.
Oh, there is someone inside. Several someones. Children, I will show you.
children?
The lost children of Mother Ginger.
This is a good fake hill?
Mother Ginger was a hero amongst us. She gave her lives in the rat war, but the children remain in her skirt. She was a giant, you see.
Oh. So
Have I heard of her?
Have you heard of, you know what? Well, I mean, the world is topsy-turvy, but I will give you a wisdom saving throw at the mention of this pretty famous giant from a different timeline.
Yeah. Wisdom save. 10.
Did you advantage it?
No.
You know about this giant. If
17.
You can, there you go. You made it. Like for a second, you all see like as the reality washes over him. He knows who this is. She is super famous. She like children live under her skirt and go dance for the merriment of Santa Claus every year.
Oh, she's
They-
one of the best giants.
What? It's weird. You should know, but you also know she's not here because this is the kingdom of rats. For the first time, you're starting to feel what Alton and Endymion were feeling.
That reality sort of bumping up against
What you know and what is in front of your eyes. Yes.
Whoa.
Are you all right?
Are you okay? You kind of went glassy-eyed there for a second.
Yeah, sorry. I thought Mother Ginger should be around. I've heard stories of her. She's fantastic. She's one of the greatest giants I've ever known or heard of, at least. Something's strange.
What are you implying? That Mother Ginger to you is what? Alive? I saw her die.
Well, I mean, she's a legend, but let's go look at these children.
This is a fun sentence. Yeah.
Says Hoik. Totally
Miss
normally. Let's go look at some children.
Miss Dancer, quick question. Apropos of nothing, can we just come over here real quick? These ginger children, they're not made of like gingerbread or something, right?
No, they are living flesh and they
Okay,
live
good.
forever as children.
Why? Just
Not everything here is cookies, just the
no,
rocks.
that's fine. I just wanted to make sure. I
Every one of us
No reason.
accidentally murders a couple.
I'm setting them up.
Cat eats the
It's a
children.
fair question.
As you all approach this hill, you can see, for a second, this is very odd. It kind of just warps your sense of reality. A little hand reaches out of the center of what looks like a hill and parts it away, revealing that underneath is a fabric with like an orange duck pattern. You see a tiny little boy's face peek out. Oh no, not you. And he shuts it really fast, clearly directed at the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Oh. You're not on good terms or something?
It is not personal, I'm sure. It is just that the last time I came through, a horde of rats came after me, and I was told never to use the secret entrance again.
It sounded personal. He
Yes.
did say not you.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's about
personal.
as
I'm
personal as
certain
you
it
can
was, maybe he's just a few words. It's fine. They don't like me very much, but it is the way into the castle. You could talk to them.
We can certainly try. Like, you like talking to people. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Us.
All right. Well, he's gonna
Knock on the fabric.
the fabric, making a knock knock sound. Knock knock.
the way Alton is investigating the fabric to see what kind of material it is just while this is happening.
Of course. Of course.
Fantastic. All right. Give me that investigation check on the fabric, this soaked through old dress fabric.
Mm.
Ooh, a 6.
This is probably rare. I mean,
Wow. All right. I'll have to remember this. This is fantastic. I love the pattern. It's great.
Hoik, what do you say to the children?
Excuse me, you little friends. We don't mean any harm. We just hear that this is the best way to get through to the castle and help everyone.
As this is going on, I will give you a persuasion check in a minute, but the Yule Cat, I need a perception check.
Oh. The rats are coming.
13?
Wow, that was close. Just behind your ear, you feel the wind whispering at you and then blowing past your face towards the children inside this dress hill.
Oh.
Hoik, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I botched it.
Narratively, that feels correct to me. So yeah, the kid's like, you get no response.
No.
Say, Yule.
Yeah, I felt the wind.
Okay. That's
Wait, the wind? You felt the? Or do you mean you felt the wind? Oh,
There is no wind blowing right now. What
Oh.
are you talking about?
No, like the capital W win. It's heading to the children.
That's how I felt when we found the fairy. So
Right.
maybe you should speak to them.
Oh. Children don't like me very much.
Well, you want them to, so maybe it's time to practice.
Okay.
This moment of profound character growth will get us into the throne room faster. I say, how about it?
Yule Cat sort of just like shyly moves forward. Hey, can we come in?
A little face at this strange catty voice just peeks out and sees that you are indeed a kitty. Make a persuasion check with advantage as a kitty cat.
Well, that first one's a batch.
Do it again.
17.
Hey, there you go.
Yes. The little face that peeks out. Little children just overcome at a comforting face of a cozy little kitty cat. One child, then another rush out. They touch your nose, they scritch your chin, they bury their faces in your fur and cry.
I don't know if I did a good thing or not. They don't. No, it's good. Okay.
Seems like it.
Seems like a good response to me. Yeah.
Yes.
Yule Cat is gonna.
You can go through the door if you want. Can we just hug you a little longer? We love you. We're so lonely.
Yeah. Yule
This
Cat.
is a very new thing for you, Yule Cat.
Yule Cat just sort of remembering, just how to interact. Takes out some gingerbread and hands the pieces to the children.
They weep into their gingerbread and thankfully eat it. Remembering that their mother, Ginger, also made amazing gingerbread. Somehow you knew exactly what to give them.
Wow.
Oh,
This is very touching. You did a good thing here. I've got an idea. What if we did another good thing and killed the Rat King? So just speedballing.
Always to the point with you, huh?
You really want to do
you
that?
seem pretty
you
singular minded here, but
Have
okay.
you seen this mountain?
Yeah, sure. You have a
Not
point.
an optimal day-to-day we're all leaving, so hug the children. Hello, children. This is very nice. Could we all just go through the skirts now into the throne room and get bloody vengeance?
Wow. Yeah, sure, I guess.
After some kids hold you a little tighter as you got to go, but eventually they all nod and understand, like, come back someday. We love you, Yule Cat.
Oh, yeah, yes, I love you too.
You made it feel like Christmas for the first time. Very long time.
Like, sort of like elbow Yule Cat, like, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Pretty
okay.
good.
As you're all going through, could I get an insight check? It looks you two are kind of hanging back with the kids. Alton and Endymion, just give me an insight check on Sugar Plum Fairy really quickly as you all go.
Sure, yeah.
Insight.
I'm gonna use my blessing that I got. I'm rolling like crap, and I want to
15.
16. Don't know if that's enough.
The 15 was enough. So yes, for both of you. You see Sugar Plum Fairy wipe 2 tears out of her eyes as she keeps flying through the skirt.
Oh.
Listen, we can't reverse what happened necessarily, but we can at least make things better here. We can make them happier again if we'll help you do this.
Thank you, Alton. You are very brave. It's a noble thing to do. I'm sorry that I wasn't always like this.
Well, considering what you've been through, we do not blame you.
It is a charitable thing to say thank you. I am sorry for the hardness of my edges.
No apologies necessary.
Come then to the throne room. We will right or wrong, and then you can all have your happily ever after.
It's just right through here.
Yes, we must travel through the skirt.
Oh, Hoik, you caught up. You took like 2 steps and you were here.
Yeah, sorry, I take big steps.
Very large steps.
I missed everything that was said except the last sentence.
Of course.
Before the Yule Cat walks away, like he kind of turns to the kids and then walks up and has a little smile on his face.
Oh,
It's a little toothy grin. They all just cry into their gingerbread shudders as you leave, but they're happy tears.
gingerbread shutters.
As you all travel through Mother Ginger's empty skirts, you travel further and further down a dark tunnel. It stretches back much further than it should. You're walking, you're walking, you're walking. Sugar Plum is flying. She's leading the way. She's done this once before. It seems like you've been walking for like 10 full minutes. But just ahead of you, there is a pinprick of light. There it is. We haven't met any resistance. I do not believe they know we are coming.
A light in the darkness. This reminds me of a
It
story.
is not a metaphor. It is not.
Well, it's sort of a metaphor.
Is this... Are you doing a speech? Should I stop
I'm gonna
flying?
do a speech, yeah.
All right.
So
Here we go.
it's like when I was just a little boy, and Hoy lunges into, let's say, a minute or so.
Here
long
we go.
speech
Yeah.
As he casts motivational speech.
There is
all
no
the
way
through.
to ever do this in an easy way unless you've written the speech. This is how it goes.
They do like that cut-in thing they do on TV where it's like, and then once I've reached the top of the mountain, and then like 20 seconds later,
Sure.
I've never seen something that fast before. 20 seconds later, and that's why light is a beautiful thing. Everyone take 5 temporary hit points and you have advantage on wisdom saves.
Awesome. Oh, that's amazing. Excellent.
All right.
It's
Fantastic.
motivational speech is quickly 5. You have 5 temporary hit points. Advantage on wisdom saves while you have them. And if a creature hits you with an attack, you have advantage on your next attack against that creature.
That's great.
Phenomenal. Sugar Plum Fairy, by the end of this, looks genuinely impressed. You are for more than music. You are indeed a bard of legend, are you not, Hoik?
I'm a bard of swords.
I do not know what that means.
All
You're
right.
varying accents.
Wait,
That
you-
seems inaccurate.
Neither do I.
You make swords sing? I heard the instrument earlier, but
Sort of.
Sort of? Oh, no.
Sort of.
Wow. I've actually heard
Everyone take
how much psychic
Another
damage do I?
20
2
hit
psychic
points.
damage.
How much psychic damage do I take?
Don't take it. Don't take it. You're right. Okay.
No.
As you all get up to the light, you can see it doesn't grow. It's not a trick of perspective or anything like you're far away. This is light shining through a keyhole. You're on the other side of a door. You can hear a voice coming from the other side.
Can I make a perception check?
Oh, yeah. Let's see if you can understand it.
That's a 10.
You're getting bits and pieces of it. The voice is very lippy. It's like it's smacking on something like honey.
sounds like
Gross.
he's eating, maybe.
Yes, indeed. Bring me more
God.
of those delectable gummy bears.
Oh,
They're
boy.
eating people.
Perhaps more of the camembert to wash them down. Oh, and a few of the lady fingers as well. I prefer the pinkies.
If the keyhole is at Alton's height, he's going to try to peek through and see what's
It is
going on.
perfectly at your height.
Yeah.
So you peer into the room. You can go ahead and make a perception check here, but I'll basically give you most of it because you can see with your little eyes, the perfect eye
I'm
level.
going to need some because it's an 8. So
Oh.
What'd you get total? I'm sorry,
I got 8 total.
I mean, okay, so there's red light pouring into the room. It's very red in here. You're kind of distracted by just how much they've leaned into red in this room. You can see a few platters of cheese, and there's someone sitting on a throne. That's about all you get.
All right. So everything's red. I don't know why. I see cheese, and I see a throne with somebody in it.
This must
And
surely
I'm
be
not
the
gonna
Rat
lie.
King.
That cheese is making me hungry. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Sugar Plum Fairy looks genuinely disgusted at the notion that cheese is good.
I whisper to Alton, I like cheese too.
I'm making a perception check for Sugar Plum Fairy. That's a natural 18.
Well, listen, sweets are great, but you need something hearty every once in a while.
He's the food of the enemy.
It's not really important right now.
Neither here nor there. You are correct. We have one chance to surprise this fiend. You must choose your shots well. Are we surprising him by bashing through the door? Are we trying to sneak in? What are we doing?
On a scale of power, how powerful do you think this prince is? Or this rat king, whatever? Compared to Santa.
Compared to Santa, well, I do not think he is as powerful as Santa, but I do think that he killed my prince, bested our armies, and rode across our mountain and killed all of our people and was largely unchallenged.
Right.
So
not
strong?
Probably pretty strong. Yeah. Put me in a music box a few times. We don't need to go into the number.
Right, I remember.
Right.
Now, just to verify, was there anything to the rumor that the Rat King cheated in a round of dance-off?
Dance-off?
I'm remembering. So, never mind. Not important.
Different timeline.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what you're talking about. They had a duel. Anyway.
Probably a mistranslation. It's okay.
How are we doing this? I make quite a loud bang. It's hard for me to be sneaky after a point.
Of course. You should probably stay at the door until we're ready. If we're going to sneak in.
Alton, what did you see? Is he alone?
Let me look real quick. I can't... I wish this keyhole was larger. Guess it would defeat the purpose, but that's not the point.
You need a larger key, too.
Can I try?
Sure. Alton moves out of the way.
Wiggles yourself on in. All right, perception check, Yule Cat.
24.
Ooh.
This is definitely the Rat King on the throne. He is just full, like he's covered in sweets and cheese, just kind of basking in his own gluttony. Just kind of really feeling it. You can also see across the room a dead Christmas tree surrounded by open presents, a lot of them chewed open, most of the toys inside broken. You don't see anyone else in the room. It seems as though this Rat King enjoys his treasures and does not like to share.
Could we sneak in, or is he like facing the door?
It seems to you like sneaking would be harder than just blasting in and just trying to take advantage of him. You could try. Okay. It might be more lethal to sneak in, but it would be harder.
We could. Yeah, he's alone.
All right.
And let us be rid of him.
Okay. Quick, if you can knock down the door, Alton gets a javelin ready to throw.
Yeah,
the Sugar Plum Fairy pulls out her guns.
Holy shit.
We don't want to try and reason with him first, and
he did take this place over and kill the prince. I don't think he cares what we have to say.
Thank you, Endymion.
I just, I went pretty hard earlier today, and
right.
Without asking people, and it made me feel real bad. So just trying to level the playing field of my emotional stability right now.
I understand.
You have a gentle heart, Hoik. The Rat King does not share it.
How far away is he from the door?
Let me measure that real quick for you. There might be a map.
There might just be a map.
I don't know. Sometimes we need maps in this game. 55 feet.
Do you want help getting there?
Me?
Well, yes.
It
sounded like you were trying to get in the room.
I mean, how are we gonna do it? Are we gonna just jump in and attack, or are we gonna try? I can try and sneak in. And...
Really could just kick the door open and unload. And sorry.
We know exactly what you want to do, and there will be time for that. Well, let's just put it to a vote then. All those in favor of guns blazing.
She holds up both of her guns.
Does that count as 2?
That's 2 votes for 2 guns.
I'm not much of a sneaker, so I guess I gotta go guns.
Third vote.
Your math is weird. Alton.
I believe in giving people a chance. I guess in my heart,
Dear God.
I guess that's another vote for not firing right away, but breaking down the door for sure. Because that'll look
door
cool.
down and then conversation.
Oh, we're going to feel it, aren't we?
I don't trust rats.
Thank you. You should not. They murder everyone you love. Can I make this vow to you, Alton and Hoik? We weaken him and can subdue him. I vow I will not kill him outright until you've had a chance to talk to him. And if he is persuasive and contrite, which I doubt, then we will not slay him today.
All right.
I can do. Weaken I'm okay with.
I will weaken him. I will shoot him in the shoulders and the legs.
Oof.
Sure, I'll take that.
We have different meanings of weaken. All right.
I think we've been outvoted, Hoik, but let's do this.
All right. Oh, I was gonna, I guess, try and
Bust open the door.
Crap. Can I increase your cat's decrease her density and make her faster before he?
Yeah, if you want to increase his movement speed, is that what we're doing?
Well, for your cat, just
for you. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah.
As I'll say, this happens mid kick from Hoyt's boot.
Okay.
As you kick this door open, you all spill into the room. I'll put you on the map.
Oh boy.
I can't wait to see this.
Oh boy, it's so big.
Holy crap! And this music, like, oh, this is a nice.
As
map.
you kick open the door, you can see that it's actually behind a giant portrait of the Rat King that you have just kicked off of the wall, scattering his cheese across the floor. What in the? Ah! And since you have all thoroughly surprised this guy, as you were not detected coming in, you all get one surprise round.
We do
against the Rat King.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we don't need to roll initiative for this yet. Just tell me what you would like to do.
Should we initiative to see who goes first in the?
Unless you all just want to be buddies about it and just take turns. But you can roll first if you'd rather. I don't really mind either way. I don't mind if you meta this a little bit to have the most dominant strategy either.
Okay. I definitely feel like he has legendary actions. So
what?
Yeah,
no.
I'm gonna
maybe.
Yeah, how far? It's 55, I think. Oops, I didn't mean to go there. So I can reach him. I want to test that, and I'm planning to use Sapping Sting, but that will, if he fails, it will put him prone.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. What check do you need from me?
16 con save.
Ooh, you might have gotten this, bud. What's the word, the Rat King? That is a big 8.
Okay, so he takes, I actually just rolled those in D&D Beyond, only 4 points of damage, but he is knocked prone as gravity just slams him down to the floor.
He's what the devil? All right.
Well, he didn't use it on that, so.
All right, then I guess we just keep going, and Hook's gonna cast Hold Person.
There you go.
Oh.
Whiz save from me.
Yeah, that's gonna be a whiz save from you.
That's better. But only a 15. What's your spell DC?
That does beat it, I'm afraid. Yeah.
No. Get out of my brain.
Oh God.
All right, well, I tried.
It's all you can do in the end.
It's after school special. All right, who's next?
Wait, what is the range on this? Since we're all casting spells and whatnot, it's 55
also,
feet.
Can we also
I'm-
move in this surprise round?
Yeah, I'll give you movement. Set yourselves up. He was not ready for you, and you ran into the room.
So, Alton is going to throw a zone of truth right around
Yes.
the Rat King.
Fantastic. All right. I have not seen this spell cast in such a long time. Hold on. So for me, charisma save, right?
It is. Come on, talk to me. Charisma saving throw. You're right.
You know, 3 guesses about how charismatic this guy is. That's a 6.
Sounds pretty
It's
charismatic.
a big 6.
Okay, he is telling the truth.
I don't like any of you. I prefer cheese.
Yulecat is gonna take his movement to get right up to the Rat King.
Okay.
Does it use any movement or action if I like swipe cheese along the way?
No, that's just a flex. You
All
get
right,
3 flexes in my games.
All right, sweet. I'm swiping cheese as I go, but I'm
What
going.
kind did you grab? There was Roquefort, there was Swiss, and there was Camembert.
Swiss.
Yeah, easy to grab.
Easy to grab with a claw. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you crunch cheese. Sugar Plum Fairy dry heaves.
So I'm gonna go up right to him.
Mouth
Sorry, I don't
full
know
of
if I can move
cheese. Oh, do you not have control of your? Oh my
I do
gosh!
not think so.
Because I gave you all new tokens. Hold on.
Heyo.
Sorry, gang.
I-
Might be. Oh, Jasmine, you do have control of it.
Oh, I do.
You might have to reload.
Oh, okay.
Sorry
Well,
about
I'll
that.
just go. Up
I can
to-
move you for now. You want to go right up to him?
Yeah, and then I will. I'll attack twice with my
Oh.
Yeah,
claws.
there's a map.
Tabaxi monks with that speed.
Also, she is moon powered at the
Mm.
moment.
Speedy
At
moon power
any point in
Tabaxi
time,
monks.
if you want me to drop the density, you just call it out and I can drop it. If you're worried about strength saving stuff or something.
I think as a monk, I don't use strength for my attacks, so I
do
am
not.
good.
Yeah, you really don't need it.
I'm gonna use. Can I use blessing on one of my attack rolls?
They're
Yeah,
all
give
at
yourself advantage.
because he's prone.
All right.
And he's
Yeah,
prone
he's-
anyway. You don't even need it.
Yeah, I knocked him prone.
Oh. Okay.
It's gonna mess up the Sugar Plum Fairy's guns, but you're doing fine.
Okay. Is it is it
Fine.
13 and a 14?
Unfortunately, both will miss.
With
Okay.
advantage? Those were your rolls?
That was the
Oh,
first
wait.
one.
Wait, that's set. Never mind. Wait. Yeah,
you gotta
no,
make
I
a
didn't.
15 to get him.
I didn't hit him with those first two attacks, but do I have to hit to use flurry of blows? No, I don't. Okay,
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna go with flurry of blows, and it'll be that first one is gonna be a 22.
Yes, that hits. So at first he's rolling out of the way. No. And then it's like mid-lean, you just clock him right in the face.
And that second attack is a 26.
And like coming back from the, hey, I said, oh. Roll your damage.
All right, it's gonna be an 8 for that first one, and another 8.
Wonderful. Big hits. You're just like
Awesome. And
challenging to do a slaps. Yeah.
I am going to take my drunken technique and disengage and move 10 feet. Well,
Completely drunk on cheese
yes.
and gingerbread.
Gingerbread.
And I will move 10. Well, actually, I used only 45 to move, so I'm going to get back 20 feet.
Alrighty.
You get an extra 10.
Unreal.
That was
By the way,
un-
Yulecat, not that this is super important, I don't think, but you do need to roll a charisma saving throw because you ran into the
Because
zone of
you're in the
truth.
zone of truth.
Oh, oh.
I play Zone of Truth differently, by the way, you guys. You can choose, like,
Oh.
after a certain point to say, like, things like, I don't want to talk about that, because that's true. But when you initially enter Zone of Truth, you have to say one super personal true thing about yourself. It's just
Oh.
a shock of the spell.
It's like-
I rolled a 6.
You
Okay,
can,
that's
what do you
fair.
exclaim as you do your kata on the Rat King?
as I this is I guess as I'm running in, I just yell, I don't like camembert that much.
For a second, he's still recovering from the slash. Like, egad, what? Ugh. Who even are you?
Alton was reaching for some camembert, making sure the sugar plum fairy wasn't watching, and he hears that, and he's like, okay, I guess the Gouda.
You find floor Gouda, and it's better than upset.
Floor Gouda.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to make you sleight of hand this because she is readying 2 shots at disadvantage because he laying down. Horrible misses. Damn it. There we go. All right, that's going to hit. So 1 pistol shot.
Okay.
So the second pistol fires like this puff of force energy at the Rat King, dealing
Legs and shoulders.
8 points of damage, and it is squarely in the elbow.
Oof.
All right.
He'll never play tennis again.
He will not do a lot of things again.
It's really personal.
All right. Everyone has moved, and on that, we are going to roll for initiative, gang.
Boy.
Give everybody
Oh,
some-
I rolled so bad.
Oh, pretty good.
That's something.
Do I want to use I don't think I want to use a luck roll on this. I think
On
I'm
initiative?
Yeah, no.
Gold.
Alton rolled a 16.
Oh, there's 2
That should
Alton
show
on the. You don't get 2 turns. Ignore
Oh, you
second
have
Alton.
so many turns.
Oops.
Like everybody? Yeah. If you can all add your initiative, that would be super duper.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, good. Okay. It's a big 11 from the Rat King.
Woo!
And
Ooh,
Sugar Plum
okay.
Fairy.
Oh man, okay, and Hoik.
Oof.
21, 22. Let's go.
Yeah, I rolled real high.
Oh, you guys are about to do work on the Rat King. Okay. Excellent. Hoik, you are up first. The Rat King. When is he just prone until the end of your turn? How does this work, Endymion?
If he's prone, he has to wait till
He'll have to use his movement to stand up.
Yeah.
Half of it. Cool.
Unless his legendary action.
I just want to make sure he wasn't just stuck there.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna let him legendary resist anything while he was surprised. So
Okay, fair.
That's dope. I appreciate that.
yeah, love you guys. Okay. Anyway, so Hoik, what's the move?
Hoik is running up to the rat on the ground,
Yes. Merry Christmas.
standing way up over him and going, I wanted to talk about this, but everyone else was slow. And so going for like not arteries or the glancing blows against this guy.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
At advantage because he's pro.
We're gonna say Hoik does a non-lethal attack.
Yeah, there we go.
What gives him a paper cut?
First one's a 14. We'll
Miss, unfortunately. He's
all good. Second one, wow, also misses. I'm rolling like garbage.
You roll an advantage, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they're all missing. But I have 2 weapon fighting, so bonus action. I'm gonna do a third one. Finally, 22.
yeah, that'll hit. It's almost like the first 2 swings, your heart wasn't in it. Like, I don't really want to do this.
Hoik trying to almost miss, but not enough. And then this one I will make I'm gonna make this one a mobile flourish.
Nice.
As I hit him with this one. So you see Hoik sort of like miss. Whoop. This last one, such little damage. Okay, that's gonna be 7 plus 11 slashing damage against him.
Ooh, big hit.
And he's
still.
gonna be pushed 5 feet away from me.
He's pushed into his throne. Yeah.
I can technically push him in any direction.
Where do you want to take him?
I think I want to push him back towards the rest of the group.
Oh, that's fun. Just like between your legs.
Yeah, if I can.
Just drag him.
I love the idea that you overextend with the axe and like pull him backwards. Whoa!
That's sort of what I'm trying to go for.
That's
yeah.
cool. So 5 feet.
Yeah. Well, technically 6 because I rolled a 1 on that.
Merry
flourish.
Christmas. I'll round up. There we go.
Oh,
You're
wow.
welcome. All right.
Still,
That's all I can do.
Yule Cat.
All right, Yule Cat is going to move up to the Rat King and attack twice.
Alrighty.
Ooh, Aaron, I actually rolled the wrong dice on that. It would have been a further pushback, so that's perfect.
Well, there we go.
There we go.
Ask him important questions while you're beating up on him.
Oh, did I run into the zone of truth at this point?
Yeah, please tell us one deeply personal thing about yourself.
Let's see if I save first. I nat 20'd. I don't have to say
You don't have to say anything. I feel, as someone who loves Friends, maybe you just say it because it's who you are.
Hoyt does go running in and go, I'm sorry!
That's a very truthful thing that he would say. Yeah.
Do we still have advantage on the Rat King? Or no?
Yeah,
He's still laying down.
Okay, so that first hit is going to be a 17.
Hits.
And second one is going to be also a 17.
All right, they both hit. This is nasty. Go ahead.
All right. An 8 and a 10.
Alrighty, 18 points. Oof.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to do one more unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be a 22.
Absolutely hits. He's like a punching bag for you, and he can't do anything. He's just
Lord.
too full of cheese to move.
Too full of cheese.
9 damage.
Wowie, gang. All right. Before Alton gets to move, the Rat King stares up at the Yule Cat, looks back at the seemingly contrite Hoik, but, still beat him up, and then just towards the sky, he goes, ah! And summons
Hate that.
3 swarms of rats.
Totally
Ooh.
hate that.
Ooh, no.
Worms are rats. Ugh.
That get to move on a 20, so my turn. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yellow.
Layer action.
These rats are going to try and just glom right onto Alton.
Goodbye, Alton.
As he becomes covered in red.
What?
All right, cool. So they're going to occupy your space, and they're going to try and nip at you. That's only a 12 to nip.
Yeah, armor class of 19, so that's gonna be.
I mean, these are a bunch of little baby rats trying to chew through armor. So you'd think they would have invented that in the Nutcracker Kingdom. Maybe they would have won the war. All right, and these next rats are going to start closing in. Let's see, it's either, who can they reach? Oh, it's up the Yule Cat. They're gonna go right on top of you. That is a 18 to hit you.
That hits.
Alrighty, little swarmy swarm. Oh, on the table, Aaron.
Dice forever.
Ooh, max damage. That's 12 points of damage to you.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, I don't.
The rats just start climbing your body and crunching into your ears and your delicate little leggies. Some of them even start eating the rest of your gingerbread. You don't have much left.
No!
No.
Not the
No!
gingerbread.
Not my
And
sweet
nothing else
gingerbread.
matters. All right, and this last swarm is going to start running towards where it smells blood. Looks like they're making their way for the Yule Cat, too.
Oh, we can't have that.
Alton, please paladin this swarm or whatever you would like to do.
Sorry, is it me?
Yeah, it's you. It's you. Oh, also,
Sorry,
hold on.
I heard my name, and for some reason I heard Endymion hum, and I was like, oh, okay.
No.
At any rate,
Also,
I'm gonna drop.
this swarm of rats did make their charisma save, so they don't have to tell you guys anything.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I wanted to hear their deepest, darkest secrets, but okay.
It's a good one.
I am dropping my javelin on the floor, and the war pick is coming out.
Yeah.
I have no patience for these rats. And I'm gonna take a big old swing.
Alrighty.
And that is a 23 to hit.
That will hit the swarm. They are going to resist this piercing damage. I'm assuming piercing, yes?
Yes.
Or a pick? Yep. But go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. That would be, I think that's correct. 7 damage.
Ooh, still a nasty hit. They're tiny.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still kicking, still trying to bite at you, but they can't get through.
Okay, doke.
All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna take my second attack and
Keep
swing at him
stabbing this
again.
swarm? Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
That's a 25 to hit.
Nice.
Golly, yes.
Oh, I know what I did wrong. There we go. So that's 10 damage, and let me just correct the earlier one just in case. Oh no, that's 11. Okay.
Cool.
So it was 10 and 11 damage. I pressed the wrong button on roll 20.
Even though it's kind of hard to stab these things because there's a ton of them, more of them are bleeding than not. This swarm doesn't look very good.
Oh, okay.
The Rat King. Wonderful. All right, buddy. What do we want to do here? Well, he's going to stand up. I think that feels prudent.
Sure,
Yeah, and he's gonna, you can see, like, Mortal Kombat style, he slides a poisoned blade out of one arm.
No.
It looks like it's grafted to the bone underneath.
Oh.
And he's going to make 3 attacks against the Yule Cat.
Damn.
He's gonna nat 1. So immediately, like, you just parry that blade. Go ahead and make a free attack, Yule Cat.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that nat 1 roll.
You're muted.
I also have Tipsy Sway, so that attack will hit the swarm of rats.
Fun. I'll roll the damage. That's amazing.
Slick.
Incredible.
Awesome.
Slap him too.
Okay.
That nat 1. Oof.
That's a 10.
Unfortunately, that's not going to hit him.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's do damage to the swarm because that's not great. So they're going to take 3 points of damage. All right. 2 more attacks against you from the Rat King. That's better. All right, he next tries to chomp down on your shoulder with a bite attack, which is going to be a 21 to hit you.
That hits.
All right.
She didn't get the poison.
Yeah, right.
So that's 8 points of piercing damage, and I need a strength saving throw from you.
Oh no, the one thing.
Oh, no!
Okay, I have to be honest. Can I, when I see her getting dogged like that, can I drop the her altered density? Because if I don't, she's gonna have disadvantage. Technically, I think you can do it as a free action. You can drop.
You can just drop it as a free action. I mean, if it's a free action, then I don't see why.
I'm just making sure.
It feels more reaction-y to me if you're able to do it as a result of an attack. But I'd say on your turn, you can get rid of it. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Because you kind of already made the choice.
Sure.
All right. What's the word, Jasmine?
With disadvantage, that's a 10.
Unfortunately, that's not going to work, and you are knocked prone. And now we're going to make a claw attack at advantage. Oh, that was almost a nat 20. You lucky duck. All right, so that's another 21 to hit.
Yep.
That's 5 points more.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Oh my goodness, 19.
You are not poisoned, but it looks like something was about to start seeping into your lungs, a poisonous gas from its claws, like eking out of his pores. All right. And with his mobility, he is going to run away from you, and you do not get an opportunity attack from him.
Oh shit.
For him. He's going to try and get away from you guys, because holy moly, he's not looking good. Sugar Plum Fairy, 2 shots with your pistols. There you go. 18 and 17. All right. Let's do some force damage. There we go. That's awesome. That's 12 points of damage as 2 arcing wanted style shots sail curved style towards the Rat King and get him in each ear, like boxing his ears with.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's not messing around. And immediately, I'm sorry, Endymion, but that is the bloodied action trigger. All right.
Wait, what?
He is bloodied, which triggers an auto bloodied action from this boss.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Centers out 30 feet from him, so let's see who I get.
Oh, that'll.
Uh-oh. You two.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
This is nasty, so apologies. I love you all. I need a Constitution save from you both.
Is he casting a spell?
This is just a bloody action. It's just a thing that happens when he's injured past a certain point.
Nat 20.
Yeah,
Ah,
let's go.
there it is.
Let's go.
On nat 20s, I'm not going to even do the half damage to you. That's just, you are safe. And you got 10? Hoik,
10. How's...
this is going to hurt.
It's a lot of dice. Oh,
She's still
20 points of damage to you.
Oh my.
Poison damage.
Cool.
All right. Now, after that bloodied action, because you guys just did work on the Rat King and Dimion, it's your turn.
Okay. Did the sugar plum fairy not go?
She went. She shot him twice.
Oh, I missed all of that. Okay.
She boxed his ears with her bullets.
Got you. Oh, so currently the rats are swarming Yolecat, are in her space.
Mm-hmm.
If she was 5 feet away, if she was 5 feet up in the next space, would they get an attack of opportunity if she moved?
Yeah, they'd be able to attack same as always. They don't have a very high attack bonus. It's kind of hard for them to make purchase. They just got lucky, so it'd probably be safe.
Okay, I feel like she could. I feel like she could get away if she needed to. I'm gonna use a bonus action to push her out.
Oh, remember,
of it.
Yolecat's a boy too.
I'm sorry. Push him out of the rats with telekinetic push.
How far can you move him?
5 feet.
All right, just away.
I have to move him forward, unfortunately, but
Bummer.
He should be out of the.
Okay, yeah, let's move him out of the range. I'm just gonna move this. They're bothering me.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, actually, I can actually pull him, so I'll do that to get him.
Yeah, that
get him
seems
away
better.
from me. Okay.
All right.
That's my bonus action. I am going to use. Leave Alton's okay. I'm gonna take a step up, and I will cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on the Rat King.
All right.
So it's a DC 16 strength save.
No way. No, that's a 9.
Okay. The stonework and the cheese are going to erupt out of the ground and just slam into him. He is restrained as long as I hold concentration, and I believe he takes 2d6 damage. Yes.
All right.
So this is 2d6 magical bludgeoning. I rolled on D&D Beyond, so it's only 6 points of damage. But he's currently restrained.
That's my question now for the group. Knowing that there was some debate here, would you like to continue attacking, or as he's restrained, do you want to stop?
Ooh, interesting.
Because that's a choice for the group, because you were all chatting about this, so it's up to you. I don't mind that being a meta choice.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Alton has a say because he's too distracted by rats right now.
I could be persuaded, but at the moment, seeing how things are going and looking like they go bad, I'm in kind of survival mode.
Gotcha. All right, just checking in. I don't want to force you guys to kill things you don't want to kill.
So if someone says something on the turn, but also since I affected him with the spell, I can move him in any direction I want. That's gravity.
I love this. I love it.
So does Hoik look like he still wants to be up close and personal?
Yeah.
Okay, I will move him 5 feet towards Hoik, up like diagonally, so not close to Yolecat. I don't want him near him. But yeah, so right here.
Right here?
Yep.
Perfect. Anything else, or is that everything you
I'm
can do?
done. Yeah, I'm done.
Hoik!
Okay. Hoik sees that he's restrained, looks around at all of his friends, and goes, "Okay, I think now is the time to talk." And Hoik is gonna cast Suggestion on the Rat King.
Phenomenal.
Oh.
All right. Remind me how I need to save here. Is this wisdom or charisma or what?
I believe it is a wisdom save.
We'll check in for you.
Yeah, it is a wisdom save.
You know who can't roll tonight is the Rat King.
Uh,
He's also not wise. Yeah, that's a 7.
Okay. He is then charmed by me.
Yes.
I can give him a 2-sentence suggestion, and he must do everything he can in his ability to take that suggestion. It lasts for this entire duration, I believe.
My, but you look so delectable.
Unless anyone damages him, which I am sure is coming. But for the time being, I'll say, call off your friends.
What a delicious idea. I'd love to.
Too many people here.
Too many cooks.
Get those little ratties out of here.
And does he have to do it right away, or is that like an on your turn kind of situation?
I believe it's on his turn. I think it is as soon as he can to the best of his ability.
I feel like he should waste his action on it. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Okay.
That'll be my action. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Alrighty. Hey, you cat.
Do I need to make some sort of check to know what he just did? Like,
No.
Okay.
You can understand.
okay,
You've seen magic before.
okay.
I'll
Then
say the rats are good. Don't worry about the rats for a sec. Get the big rat.
okay. So Yulecat will move 25 feet to the Rat King,
Okay.
and he is going to attack twice.
All right. He's restrained, so
Oh,
have fun.
is it that with advantage then?
Yep.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Okay, that first hit is going to be 19.
Oof. Yes.
That second hit is going to be a 17.
Hits.
And first attack is 6 damage. Second attack is 7 damage.
The Rat King looks rough.
All right.
The whole talking thing. Okay.
I'll say to you all, as this is happening, it seems like he is past his prime. Definitely not someone that dueled a prince to death.
Huh.
Then I will do flurry of blows.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll kill him.
Good.
Put him in the dirt.
That's a 16 for that
Hits.
first one, and
Yep.
it will be a 25 for the second one.
You're just like kicks, punches, headbutts. You're juggling this rat.
6 damage for the first one, and 10 damage for the second one.
Jesus.
Are you kidding me?
Uh-huh.
Pop, 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 pop.
That's like
Um,
exactly what we needed, isn't it?
You know, in Mortal Kombat,
Oh, no.
they're like this.
Uh-huh.
That's where we're at.
Sweet. And as I will use my drunken technique to disengage and move back 20 feet.
Do it.
How far do I want to go? I'm gonna try to get behind. Yep, I'm gonna get behind. Hoik. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Well, it's the rat swarm's turn before Alton gets to do his thing. So this one's gonna move right on top of Hoik. That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
All right, cool.
You know what? I'm gonna use a luck point to make you re-roll that one.
Smart. That is a 16 to hit you.
That meets still, unfortunately.
Bummer Town.
Bummer Town.
All right, that's 9 points of damage to you.
Okay.
And these guys are going to trying to crunch Alton. We'll just see about it.
Crunch, crunch.
That's an 18. The swarm's doing something, at least.
Just misses, actually.
Really? Dang.
Yeah, 19.
Doing nothing.
19
All right.
AC.
And this last little engine that could over here is going to try and get to some... Can't quite reach.
Just out of range.
I believe. All right. It's gotta be next time. All right. So, on getting absolutely bopped, I'm assuming the Rat King gets a save against the suggestion.
It just ends. If
Yeah,
he takes damage.
It looked like, I mean, he was opening his mouth to tell him, like, maybe we could talk this out, but
Yep,
no,
that's okay.
kill them with your tiny teethers. All right, Rat King.
Does Alton get to smack some rats around real quick?
Please smack rats. Yes, I'm
Okay.
sorry. I moved on from your turn. I didn't.
You're
I
fine.
made them sneaky and forgot to make them an invisible roll. So have fun.
It's all good. All right, so I am going to first of all cast Divine Favor on my war pick.
Nice. I love that spell.
Light it up for 1d4 extra radiant damage.
It's time.
And as I do that, I say, Bridget, please help me bring the spring a little bit early. And I bring the weapon down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how that goes. Ooh, 25.
Hits big time.
It's 11 piercing.
Mm-hmm. And how much radiant?
And then I will use my second attack.
Well, how much radiant did you do?
Oh,
Because they don't resist that,
that's fine.
and it might matter.
3 extra radiant damage.
Describe it.
As I bring the war pick down, there is a burst of flowers coming out of the other end of the war pick as Bridget's magic just sends yellow and red flower petals around.
Perfect.
Cool.
Is that your turn? Shall the Rat King make a decision about his life?
So now that I've ended them, I will get as close as I can to Hoik to help him out. I'm not going to get very far, though. 10,
That's
15,
okay.
20,
Little legs.
25. Don't worry. On the next turn, I'll help you out.
On my next turn, everyone gets a nosebleed. What?
On the-
Oh, psychic damage.
I got 2 meta. Ah!
I got 2 meta.
The Rat King looks around, bleeding from so many wounds, and he's just black and blue. He drops to his knees, little paws up. Yield! Yield! I yield! Oh, you cutthroats, the lot of you, get out of my castle! And it looks like he's ready to surrender. And I will say that he's also doing the same screech to the sky, but this time it looks like he's instructing the swarms to disengage.
Hey, my suggestion kind of worked.
I mean, he's at 1 hit point, but you know what? Yeah, you did it, Hoik. All right,
Yes.
so
Perfect.
the Sugar Plum Fairy
Is
is
next.
staring at the Rat King in disgust, but she is good of heart, and she did make a promise. She looks at you all. What now?
Seems like a good time to talk.
Rat King, answer me truthfully now. Did you make a powerful wish?
No. But someone might have.
Ooh.
You're not
I-
really in a position to be sneaky about this.
I'm sorry, coy is my natural state.
Yes, of
Alton's
course
gonna
it is.
walk over and pull him back into the zone of truth because he wandered out.
Ah,
Back
not
in
by the
here.
tail, no, it's so degrading.
Let me try this again. Who made the powerful wish?
I don't know. But they were a windy sort of fellow.
Windy. Sort of like the thing we fought the last time we were here, or not, I don't know.
Was it elemental in nature? All wind, no physical.
I know what an elemental is. No. It was like a whisper in my ear. It gave me a delightful idea.
The wind that whispered in your ears.
Yeah, we've had wind whispering in our ears too. We always thought it was for good, though.
Well, mine told me how I could change a story, make my life a little luckier. Finally win for once. Everyone deserves a chance to win, don't you think?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so we're on the same side here, is what you're saying.
Definitely not.
I don't know about that.
I mean, you've confirmed it, so we're best
All
friends
right.
now.
Oh.
I'm always down for new friends.
Maybe not this one.
Like,
Please stop.
Right, sorry.
He's playing with you.
Yes, but he's doing it really well.
Thank you.
Did the windy voice tell you how to break whatever they did?
No.
Did the windy voice have a name?
Not really.
Well,
If you let me live, I'll tell you everything I know.
Are we technically in combat at this point?
No, I love you asking the Hoik voice. Also, really quick, gang. So we are at midnight. There's a little bit of story kind of to wrap up how this all resolves. Would everyone like to take a quick break before we kind of do the last little bit of narrative? Or are you all good to keep going?
either or. I can keep going on.
Yeah,
Just wanted to double
I'm
check
good
with the
to keep
gang
going.
because I'm good to keep going right now too, but wanted to check in because it's been a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good.
Good.
Well on. Hoik's just gonna cure wounds on himself in the corner a little bit.
That makes sense.
He's looking bad.
Yeah, the rats have retreated beneath the tiles.
Oh, okay. I'll move
Well,
up the
see-
steps.
How bad are you looking, Hoik?
I'll tell you in a second after I cure
That's
this.
fair.
After I cure my wounds.
After I sing to my cuts and see what happens. Bards do weird magic.
Well, in reality, Alton is also looking over at Yule Cat because he got swarmed earlier.
Big time.
Yule Cat's not doing great,
Okay.
but he's eating gingerbread to see if it'll help him.
And the children have accepted him, so
Yeah, I'm all right. Don't worry about me.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I'm going to check in with Yule Cat real quick. Yule Cat, are you okay if I pet you for a bit? I need to calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. And as I'm petting Yule Cat, I also lay on hands and give 10 health hit points back.
fantastic.
All right, I get it. You're all friends or whatever. It's so weird. Anyway, if I tell you everything and play nice, are you going to let me go or what? The fairy's looking at me funny.
Oh, she
Well,
definitely wants to kill you.
yeah, we won't shoot you.
On Christmas Day.
She
Isn't
like
it a week to Christmas? I thought today was just a Wednesday.
I've lost track.
Of course you did.
Okay.
Right.
Leave the cheese.
What? You monster. No. No. Fine. No.
I don't want to kill you, but I also don't think we should let you go either. What do you, should we bring him back to Santa?
Maybe.
Well, we're technically not done yet. We came here to change the story, right?
if such a thing is even possible. How do you bring the prince back from the dead?
Well, I meant this place being what it is now.
If the winds are what caused this, do we try talking to the wind again?
I still have not actually talked to the one myself, so that is something you will have to answer, Hoik.
All right.
All I know is that the wind visited me and whispered in my ear that I could make the story about me for once. I just had to make sure someone else wasn't in it. So that's what I did.
But
It was easy. Just had to lock her in her bedroom for a little while.
Who is her?
I don't know. Some girl. The
Where-
wind seemed to think it was important. I don't know.
Where is she?
Alden, maybe this is the person who's missing from the story.
Where's the bedroom?
Yeah,
Tell me-
Alton, give
tell me
me
now.
a wisdom saving throw with advantage. You're about to crack this case wide open.
Let's go.
It's an 18.
It like snaps into your brain. Clara. There's a girl named Clara, and she's supposed to exist in this story, and she never arrived where she needed to be.
Where? Clara. We need to find Clara. And Endymion, you also recognize this story. Where can we find Clara? Rat King? Tell me.
Well, I don't know. It happened a long time ago. Maybe she died in her bedroom. Sorry, that was dark.
Where is her bedroom?
In her house. She doesn't live here, in the human world.
Of course.
This happened a while ago. I've been the king for a long time. Haven't you heard the stories about the Rat King? You're getting nowhere with him. Why even bother? He is a villain.
Do you know a Clara?
Claire. I'm going to make a wisdom saving throw for the sugar plum fairy. Why does that sound so familiar?
What? She was supposed to be with the prince. Why wasn't she?
Can I roll a wisdom saving throw to see if I've heard about her?
You are this close to remembering everything. Give me it with advantage.
21.
Clara is the girl that threw her shoe at the Rat King and stopped him from stabbing the prince. Clara is the reason the prince survived to return to his kingdom in the first place. And because she wasn't there, the prince died, and this became the land of rats.
So, the wish... Never mind, this was a thing happening in your brain. What's going on?
So, the only way to... I mean, if she's not here...
You'd have to go back in time or something. Which you can't. Wait. How powerful are you anyway?
Well, let's just say time travel is a little bit further than my spell books could take me, but maybe not further than Santa could take me.
I was going to say there's something powerful about Santa's.
I'll take out.
This is not Santa's domain. There is no Christmas here anymore. How do you propose to bring Christmas back to this kingdom? Is that what you want to do? Use Christmas magic? Endymion?
Take out the bottle that was given to you.
Give me a perception check.
Hey, yo.
Okay.
We met there at the same time.
That was terrible. I'm going to use my luck
The little bug bites
to
you.
re-roll it and pray. That's a little bit better, but not much for me. That is going to be a total of 12 for perception.
Everyone's DC for the perception check has been 12 for the wind.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, okay.
You feel the familiar wind playing around your ear. It jostles this strange potion hanging from your belt. And then the wind rushes past you toward the dead Christmas tree. And swirls up, up, up toward the top where there is no top or there's no star.
Huh. Interesting.
What is it?
Well, there is no moon here. And the moon is the light that ignites the sky in the darkness. This tree needs light or life, both. Maybe.
Why does a Christmas tree? What is this going to do? What do you know?
I don't really know. I just have a feeling. I'm gonna look at the bottle. Does it look like a potion bottle in the sense to drink it, or does it look like something that is like an ornament?
What I'll tell you is that it looks like it is in the exact same stoppered vial as the potions of chocolate ganache that you all didn't drink when you got hurt.
Okay. I don't know if I should drink it or pour it on the tree.
Listen to your
Pour it on
heart.
I mean, we've been trying to eat trees all day. Maybe we should give a tree a chance at getting something back.
Or maybe this is the first time you should actually eat something.
Why do you...
Make a choice, Endymion. Let's go.
I'm gonna drink it.
Yes. He unstoppers the vial of liquid moonlight,
Love it.
drinks it down. Endymion closes his eyes. They open, and they're pure white light. His mouth opens and light pours from his mouth. It pours from his fingers And he begins to rise and rise and rise until Endymion himself is perched above this Christmas tree.
Well, I didn't know I was the light.
As he rises above the tree, the branches turn from brown to green and fill in. The tree comes back to life. From now on, Endymion, you are allowed to once per day use the ASMR racial ability, Radiant Consumption.
Oh, that's the feature
Alton
I
also
had.
didn't notice this was going on, so he walked over with purpose with the vial of the brown chocolate liquid and has dumped it at the bottom of the tree and thinks he did everything.
There is a chocolate splotch on the tile that someone would clean up if anyone worked here anymore.
Oh, that's so funny.
As the tree comes back to life, snow starts swirling in. You all feel the wind at the back of your ears, and it is swirling faster and faster towards the center of the room in a cyclone. And when it clears, what you see is a grandfather clock. Ticking, 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 but not moving. Would anyone like to investigate?
Yes.
Feel free.
Can I help?
As first of all, the radiant consumption lasts for a minute, as Endymion is the moon for a second.
That's awesome.
So dope.
But you descend gently. You're not gonna have the power of flight forever. That was for flavor.
Understood.
And-
Understood. Makes sense.
Yeah, and your eyes return to you.
That was something. Not since the night that I met with Selene have I ever felt like that. Santa truly is something, isn't he?
I do not know what you all did, but you have brought this clock here. What is it? Did you nat 20?
No.
Did-
If that was me by myself, I natural one.
I mean, your eyes are still, you've just become the moon for a second. You're like, okay, clock, what? Oh, God, I can't.
My mind is elsewhere.
I'll take a look at the clock too. Let's see if I can investigate. this thing.
Alton already tried. He's getting a little bit blinded by the light coming out of Endymion's eyes.
Yes, for
Like,
sure.
It's definitely a grandfather clock, I can tell you that.
Very
got-
good,
well made, too.
Alton. You did it.
11 is my investigation.
All right, it's a clock.
Yep.
Yo, cat, save us.
Yeah, she said
All right.
she's gonna. Or
21.
Yeah,
God,
Uh,
little cat is on the case.
That above 20 gives you all the information, so that's a very clutch roll. Though the clock ticks, the hands are frozen at nearly midnight. As you peer inside the glass door that opens, revealing the chimes, for a second, you see a room, a dark living room. There's a fire dying in the fireplace, a low-lit Christmas tree, a pile of assorted tin soldiers and dolls beneath it, and for just a moment, you see a rat scurrying across the carpet. And with that 21 on the side of the clock, you see a name, Drosselmeyer. Everyone make wisdom saving throws with advantage.
Not me.
Ooh.
You kind
17.
of already remember. Yes.
Oh, I got 12.
10.
12 for me.
Dirty 20.
Perfect. So, Hoik, the story has finally come back to you as well, with the help of the Mother Ginger memory and Alton and Endymion just insisting that this is wrong. You finally remember the story of the Nutcracker. It comes back to Alton and Endymion too. Yulcat, I don't know if you've been to the ballet, but maybe this just isn't one you know. But for now, you've all finally remembered there was a great battle in this living room between rats and tin soldiers, a Nutcracker and a king. And there is a girl that saved his life at the last moment. And you know that the entire reason this happened is because she was not there. And if you were ever going to put the story right, something has to be done to make sure she's there.
This clock didn't exist before, right? Can we get in to the gears and turn back the clock?
There's a room beyond the clock.
What? Oh.
Oh,
A
big
room.
Yeah, there's like a living room.
Let me see.
about the Yule Cat.
That is where my prince died. That is the night he died. She tries to reach her hand through, and it passes through the glass into the room.
This is the night, then we should continue. We should go. We should stop what has happened.
You could bring him back. What? Perhaps Christmas is here after all.
Perhaps. Guess we're going in.
Let's go.
Yes.
And
Wait,
I'll step
Lift
in.
me up. I'm going in.
You throw Alton into this living room. And you all follow suit?
Yes.
What?
All right. What you see in this room is a battlefield frozen in time. You see tin soldiers toppled over, bent, some of them a rat mid-chew on their face. You see a cannon firing, but frozen, about to knock into a bookshelf. And you see a rat standing above a helpless nutcracker, a blade plunged through. I need one perception check from the group now to see if you can figure out if there's anything you can do to stop this.
Just one of us?
And the whole group can. There's one thing that you might be able to use to help you here.
10.
It's not the Yule Cat.
Perception checks just stink. 7.
17.
Dirty 20.
Hoik, you see this first, and you draw Endymion's attention to it. This room is frozen in time, as you can see. The only thing that you notice is the clock, which is identical to the one that appeared in the throne room, except for one detail. There is a massive crank on the side of it. And above, sitting on top of the grandfather clock, is an old man in a black cape and an eye patch. Also frozen in time, but Hoik, it looks like he's staring down at all of you. And for a moment, his one visible eye flicks toward the gear.
Endymion, did you see that?
I did. I'm not in. Do we need to move the gear?
I think we might.
Very well. How high up is it?
It's about the height of a human. Like you could
okay.
just crank it. Like
Alton goes up. He's like, I got this. Oh, never mind.
oh,
You
rats!
got
Oh
this.
no.
Would you mind increasing my density just a little bit?
Of course. And I will alter his density.
And
Wait, before we do this, do we need to
do nothing.
Hold on. Hold on. Just quick question. Do we need to unlock the door first? Remember, there's a key part of this. We need to save Clara. We need to have her here. If we rewind this, the same thing may happen without Clara.
Where is the door? Do we see a door?
In this room, it's just the living room. There are hallways off of the room.
Was she locked in her room? Was that how the story went?
They said her bedroom, but that's not here. It's in the human world, right? Or are we in?
You're in Clara's living room right now. You're in like St. Petersburg.
I can keep this up on you. If someone would like to come with me, I can look for this room.
I'll stay here by the crank. If things start happening, I'm gonna just turn it.
All right, who's going with Endymion to try and find Clara's bedroom? All right,
Alton will definitely go.
You two run off down the hallway. You can see a bunch of doors. It's not immediately clear which one is hers.
Crap. Can I make an investigation check to see if there's any
Yeah, you can try
sign?
some handles if you want to.
Okay.
You know you're looking for a locked one.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You want me to roll for that or just say I'll do it?
I think that's just time. Honestly, like
Yeah.
eventually you will figure this out. So
Understood.
yeah, you try.
I'm helping him out as much as I can, so
We're
maybe
just going door to door.
You're providing moral support because he can't reach the
you got
knobs.
this.
All right.
Maybe this one.
You try a few. You open a linen closet. You open like a little boy's room.
Trash.
That's
This is
just
not it.
trashed.
Should
And
really clean this place up.
But at the far end of the hallway, you find a door that is locked.
All right. Well, this is it. I could just Well, she's probably in here. I don't want to do that. Blast the door.
Yes, whatever that was, please don't.
Let's see. I'll just I'll move back. How long is the hallway?
The hallway, it's like I'd say you ran about say 40 feet down this hallway. They live in a mansion. Yeah.
Okay. I'll walk down to the end of the hallway till I'm about 30 feet away from it, and I will magnify gravity and try to crush the door.
You guys needed a rogue real bad is what I'm getting from this. Yeah.
Wait,
I have no tools.
Can I see him like up the stairs now, like about to cast something?
To crush this door.
Gravity.
Yes, you can see
Okay.
this.
No. Yule Cat will run up. He has a set of thieves' tools, and he's gonna try and pick the lock.
It's time, Mule Cat. Let's go.
Can I give her advantage?
Yes.
Paul was just getting ready with a javelin. in there,
Well, I'm
okay.
really smart, so maybe I know the type of lock that she's picking.
You know what? You're a human.
Yeah.
You'd probably know more about locks than cats. Sure. Maybe you just explain like, I did this once with a bobby pin. Hold on.
Yeah.
Endymion is a weird path.
I'm not as dexterous as you.
gotten into.
I'm sure if you move it here and move it around there, you'll be okay.
All right.
Is this a sleight of hand check?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with advantage. Okay. 16.
Oh, buddy. In this frozen house where even the fire doesn't crackle anymore, in this pivotal moment when everything went wrong, you hear a tumbler click. You pull the door open, and you see the face of a frozen, crying girl desperately trying to get out of her room.
All right, so we should start the clock.
We should.
Do we start the clock and stand back?
Do you want to bring her close? She's supposed to like throw a shoe or something, right?
Yes.
It just seems like this guy's gonna get stabbed.
Right.
Real soon.
You're right.
Like, Hoik, make one perception check for me.
Shouting down the hall.
He's gonna get bad real soon.
I think 21.
A flurry of snow starts blowing around your hands, holding on the crank. The wind is compelling you to twist it.
Oh, I don't know if I trust this wind anymore. It also whispered to the bad guy to make this whole thing happen.
Alton runs into the room and finds the nearest shoe and puts it in the crying girl's hand. Here you go.
It's a loafer. Yeah.
Perfect.
I will stand behind her and wait till it looks like she's out, broken out of the time stasis or whatever, and I'll adjust her density right before she runs off to make her faster.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna try it because the wind's telling me to, and so far it hasn't led us astray, I think.
Well,
keep out of the way of the rats when you get it done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, good call.
All right, Hoik, make an athletics check for this. It's a big old crank.
he has advantage right now.
He does, I know, I remember. I wanted to reward you for making the choice.
That is going to be a 22.
Perfect. You begin to twist. And instead of moving forward, everything starts rapidly moving backwards.
Ooh.
The rats start retreating back into the holes they came out of. The soldiers stand back up and reform their lines. The duel plays out in reverse before your eyes. The Nutcracker once again fighting until both he and the Rat King start moving away at different times back down the hallway. You all see the girl who was crying goes back to her bed asleep. Before long, a Nutcracker with a bandaged arm is tucked beside her. And a rat waits with a key outside of her door. Only this time, once the world starts playing again, does anyone take the key from the Rat King before Hoik puts time back in motion, or are we just going to let this all play out?
In the room now. The door closed, so I don't see the rat.
He is outside in the hallway, like right outside her door, hiding, ready to lock it as soon as the Nutcracker comes out to see what's wrong. So You can take the key from the frozen rat king if you want to.
Oh,
He can't really do anything to you.
right.
I'll take the key.
In this moment, you are all the masters of fate.
Understood.
The Yule Cat swipes the key. And whenever you're all ready, we can let the story play out again. But this time correctly.
I'm gonna let the crank go.
Very well.
All right.
Okay?
Hey.
I'm gonna back of the corner as soon as she gets up.
You'll just dive out of the way of the story. The Rat King, for a moment, when everything plays in motion, just looks for the key. Razzmatazz. And just runs back into the living room, draws his sword, and waits for his adversary. This time, the Nutcracker jumps down from his perch, goes out to lead his men in great combat, and Clara wakes up, has a loafer in her hand, and decides it's a much better weapon than a ballet slipper. The one thing you've all changed for sure is from now on, the ballet will be performed with a loafer in the ballerina's hand. Forever. No one really understands why Tchaikovsky chose that.
Yeah.
But you all see the story play out appropriately. You see Clara and the prince fly off to the land of candy. Mount Marzipan now grows with waltzing flowers and tooting reed flutes. Sweets of every variety are baked for them and grow as trees and sprout like rocks. You can see the land has returned to what it should be. Any of you that didn't remember the story finally realize what you've done here. And when you all return to the North Pole, I assume you make your way back, having said your goodbyes to everyone. You did leave the Rat King unsupervised. He's gone now. But that's fine. You know, stories need villains.
Yeah.
And when you rejoin Wintow Green, who is still waiting for you at the edge of the caroling forest, very worried, he remembers everything too. And indicates to you that they would be honored to include you in the Book of Folktale Heroes, that all the children of the world would know your stories. You've become legends in Wint's eyes and Santa's. And he said it's a good thing too, because now he finally understands that Santa is not indeed losing his grip. He was right. And should a pesky wind bent on changing fate again show, or at least blow through, they know who to call. The heroes of stories, specifically. The ones that keep the fables as they ought to be told. And he hopes that you all enjoy a wonderful Groundhog Day in Punxsutawney, the land of eternal night, as it was bathed in darkness when the Groundhog Council first saw their shadows thousands of years ago. That is the way it's always been, as you all know the story. That, my wonderful friends, is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Woo!
Can Hoik do one final thing?
Please do, Hoik.
Hoik will look up to the sky. Can I see the sky from where we are in the North Pole?
Yes.
We'll look up to the sky and cast Skywrite to make the clouds say Merry Christmas.
There you go, Hoik.
There you go.
I got that one spell that I'll never use anywhere else.
Fair. Oh, man.
Fantastic. You guys.
That was so good.
I loved this. You were all so great.
That was awesome.
Aaron, you're incredible.
Oh, thanks, friend.
I wasn't ready for the kind of hook at the end, the turn and the emotion. That was so good.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm glad you liked it.
Nutcracker.
Yeah.
God, that was good.
My heart.
I felt it. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Does anyone have anything that they would like to say or to plug before we say adieu to the lovely audience?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and go round robin style, and we'll start off with Dirge 14th. Why don't you tell us who you are, where we can find you, and what you've been up to?
I'm Dirge 14th. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter by the same handle. I play a lot of video games. We play some Dungeons and Dragons on Tuesdays. And I like chatting with people, like people coming through. So if you ever have free time, I would definitely love to have you.
Thank you. And next we have L Jasmine.
You can find me on Twitter at L_Jasmine, EL_Jasmine. And I think I'm going to be doing another D&D stream on Monday night, and I should post on Twitter about that. So check it out.
Thank you. Next we have Gavespan.
Hey, at GameSpan on Instagram. You can check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/theidiotchimney is my sketch YouTube channel. And also stream Tuesday nights a different D&D game as well. So when you're not checking out Dirge 14s, come check out ours. Bounce back week and week every Tuesday. Very fun.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And next we've got Silver Willette.
Hey there, I am Silver_Bulette, both here on Twitch and over on YouTube. On Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, I run a superhero Dungeons and Dragons live stream, sorry, not podcast. And that is, we call it Capes and Caverns, and it is something that I have written, and we're working out all the kinks. So that's a lot of fun. And also, I would love it if you come and listen to All the Web's a Stage, which is a short play podcast. In that we challenge each other with Twitter sentences that we want to see used in a play. And as a bonus, everyone that was on the stream today, all 4 of you, I would love to have you on as actors at some point.
Anytime.
So, we'd love that.
Love to.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Just let me know when.
Yeah.
Forward.
And
Hell
last, but certainly not least, our illustrious, wonderful, fantastic Dungeon Master, Trixie Wizard.
Hello. Yes, my partner Adam and I are, we make Trixie Wizard comics. You can find us at trixiewizard.com, at Trixie Wizard on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of those. We make comics. We're currently doing a Vaporwave inspired Pokedex, which has been really fun. We're making a really fun secret project with our buddies at Mayhem Press that we'll be able to talk more about next year, which we're very excited about. But mostly if you like goofy video game comics, that's what you'll find us for, really deep cuts. That's kind of our whole brand.
Thank you so much. And everyone's links are in the chat. Please go check out all of these lovely people. Give them follows. They absolutely deserve it. This was a fantastic episode. Thank you so much for being here. If
Thank
you're
you,
new
Stella.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank
Stella.
you.
Thank you for having
Stella,
us.
for having us.
You're the
My
best.
pleasure. No, you. If you are new to the channel, please consider giving us a follow. That way you get notifications for when we go live. We do these marathons every month, and next month is going to be a charity stream, and we would like to invite you to come play with us. Absolutely anyone is welcome to play with us. You don't even have to use a camera. Cameras are totally optional. All you need is a microphone. To get more information for that, all you have to do is hop into the Discord. But that's going to be it from us. Hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. And we will be back tomorrow starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for the second day of our Rolls and Revelry Marathon. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas to all and a happy Imbolc.
Mm.